Hey. All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. We're just going to pretty much get into just the spirit of rebellion, you know. And that's why, you know, this world is in chaos the way that it is, because everybody is rebellious towards the natural order, right? Everybody's rebellious towards the right thing. You know, you got niggas out here that choose to be thugs just because, you know, he want to go against the grain. Like, nah, I don't want to get no job. I don't want to be no law-abiding citizen. I'm just, you know, I want to be a thug. I want to be, you know, he want to go against the, you know, the natural way of things. Women are out here slutting themselves out.
I think it's lame.
You know, people think that it's lame to do the right thing. You know, they think that righteousness is a thing of the past.
That's social engineering too.
Yeah.
That's been socially engineered. I just wanted to say that. Like the brother said, a nigga is a thug because they've been socially engineered to be a thug. But on the flip side, these niggas don't really know how to fight.
You guys like me water?
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take
Hey,
it.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man.
Stay hydrated.
Hey, thanks, man.
You know, because if you're going to be a so-called thug, you would think these niggas would be the top niggas training,
Yeah.
wrestling, Muay Thai. You know, so it's just a social engineering. The women, okay, is looked at as being corny to be a virtuous, upstanding, disciplined, discreet woman. Okay, this is all the wiles of the devil, man. And you should know that you're in Babylon the Great, okay, the kingdom of evil, of Satan. You know, the so-called white man's kingdom, the biblical Edomites. It's not really that hard to see. Everything has an evil, wicked vibration to it, man.
It's just the spirit of rebellion, you know. And you notice how a lot of people, they're like hell-bent and relentless on just doing the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like a thrill to these niggas that like, nah, I just fuck that. Like, I'm gonna be gay. You know, niggas is gay just because they know that the Heavenly Father disapproves of it.
Sure.
You see, that type of shit is what's gonna get a lot of you people put to death in America, man. All right? Because you don't want to adhere, okay, to the righteous order of things that make sense. Look at what rebellion has got the world. It's got everybody's freaked out, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's freaked out. Everybody's loose in their understanding. Nobody's stable. Nobody understands what you know, what's really going on in regards to the Heavenly Father, how he thinks. You know what I mean? What how he feels about certain topics. Nobody has no understanding because everybody's chasing after rebellion. This is why we live in a world where the kids is all fucked up. Why? Because the parents is too busy chasing rebellion. The mama is trying to be an independent motherfucker. The dad is trying to be, you know, he's trying to be some family man, family first only nigga, instead of putting the Heavenly Father first to make that the standard of his household. So the kids is all affected because everybody's too busy trying to do it their own way, which is rebellion.
Isaiah 24, the earth is out of course because the inhabitants of the earth are not keeping the standards of the Most High. That's why. That's what he just said. So when you complain about everything that's going on in society, okay, that's affecting you, it's because the ways of the Most High are not being kept. It's that simple. And the Most High destroyed kingdoms for all of this rebellion that we're talking about right now. And that's something that the so-called white man doesn't teach you in the school system. You people are totally void of knowledge. And this is why you people are experiencing hard times, because of the wickedness that's going on in society. That's really the reason.
That's right.
You know?
So let's start off with that Genesis, the 3rd chapter, because this is where it all started. All right, the spirit of rebellion.
Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
All right, now we got to break that down, right? Because a lot of these Christians, they've taught the wrong information on that it was an actual serpent, right, with legs walking around deceiving people. When you go into the Hebrew word is nakash, which means an enchanter, a witch, a cunning-like person, right? Somebody get that where the Lord called them scribes and Pharisees serpents and vipers, which pretty much proves that men and women can be referred to as serpents, man. All right? So it wasn't no actual snake, because if it was an actual snake, at some point all of these goddamn Nat Geo documentaries, we would have seen an actual snake talk, man. You've never seen that, right? You'll never see it. Okay, you've never seen it, and you'll never see it because that's not the truth. The truth is that serpent in the garden was an actual man, okay, with the spirit of the devil in him, the spirit of Esau, man. All right, somebody got it? Go ahead.
Real quick, people still call people snakes now.
Yep.
Like you got snakes in the grass. Trim your grass. You got snakes. That's a very. If somebody called me a snake today, that's fighting words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's well, they make rap music about it.
Yep.
So it's not like it's taboo to call some actual individual a snake, right? Go ahead.
This is Matthew 23 and 33. Ye serpents, ye generation of vipers, how can ye escape the damnation of hell? Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them ye shall kill and crucify.
Yeah, so the Lord was calling wicked niggas because those same wicked niggas were hell-bent on destroying the prophets. So the Lord called them serpents and vipers, right? So that's just proving the point that individuals can be referred to, human beings can be referred to as a snake, man. All right? It's pretty much just a nickname for somebody that's wicked. So go back to Genesis, the 3rd chapter.
Oh,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here.
You can read it again?
Genesis 3:1. Now, the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
So what that means is that it was a man, okay, in the Garden of Eden at one point, okay, he was more crafty than everybody, all right? Basically his domain, okay, was set to be wicked and crafty, right? That's why it says he was more subtle than any beast of the field. Is that, and people hear that word beast and they be like, oh, beast, so that means the animal kingdom. No, people can be referred to as beasts as well.
Brutes, yeah.
Yeah, brutes and beasts. It tells you that in the book of Peter. So when it says he was more subtle than any beast of the field, meaning that he was the most crafty man out there. He was real crafty and wicked. You know?
Men without the breath of the Lord, the real Holy Spirit, not the knockoff, is considered to be brutes and beast-like, animal nature. You know, the real civilized people are the ones with the breath of the Lord. That's why you people are homosexuals. You just do whatever comes to your wicked nature. Sluts and whores. You're beasts. But with the breath of the Most High, you're civil. You're discreet. Okay? You're wise. You see?
Right. Oh yeah.
And I got the word subtle if you wanted to go on.
Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is the word for subtle. Remember, the beast is subtle, and this beast it refers to a man that is very crafty, the devil. That's what the word devil means. Okay, if you forget about the mythology behind the word devil, it literally diablo meaning to deceive. But this is the word for subtle, arawam, cunning, crafty, prudent, shrewd. Okay, let me see what shrewd means. Having or showing sharp powers, let me see, of judgment, astute, whatever that means. Sly, let me see what that means. Sly.
Like,
having or showing cunning, or deceit, yeah.
Yeah, just real sneaky, deceptive, and that's the so-called white man. Esau is all of those definitions. That's Esau to the T, right? And that's how he's been able to influence rebellion in this world.
Can I say real quick? My bad. The scriptures talk about Esau, Edom, the serpent. All right, what? Deuteronomy 32. His doctrine being like venom.
Yeah.
So people are messed up because if this man is deceitful and subtle through his philosophies, through his doctrines, guess what? You've been learning this man's doctrines and philosophies and science since you were born. Your grandmother been quoting this stuff. Your mama been quoting this stuff. Teachers been quoting this. All of it is poison. That's why it says in Deuteronomy 32, I forget what verse, the 30th something verse, that his wine is as the wine of a poisonous serpent.
Right.
Meaning, because the scriptures speak about the wine of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Meaning the doctrine of Babylon, how it's corrupted the nations. It's made the nations angry. Everybody's fucked up off of the doctrine of America. Christianity, democracy is really just satanic. Okay? It's all really satanic, man.
I got a precept. This is Romans 3:13. It says, their throat is an open sepulcher. With their tongues they have used deceit. the poison of asp is under their lips, and the asp is a venomous snake. So that's proof that somebody can speak with snake-like intentions.
And venom
You know?
might kill you later.
Yeah, it's
You
a
got
slow
different
kill.
types. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what when the serpent was talking to Eve, it was a slow kill. She didn't die right away, but now her because of what she did. Now Adam, all right, mankind has to experience death because it wasn't intended for us to experience death. We was just supposed to be on multiply, be fruitful, and multiply, all right, and live in our immortality. But now we got to experience death, and we've been brought all the way to this point to where, you paying taxes in America, man. Death. Paying a mortgage, paying a light bill. Death. This is death, man.
Yeah, rebellion.
You know what I mean? Because it's death because really, you know what I'm saying? You can't just wake up and just start your own enterprise. Before you start your own enterprise, you got to give like 70-80% of your life to Esau and his corporation first.
Yeah.
That's why, niggas who are like rappers, you know what I mean? But nigga didn't just come up as a rapper. He had to, I got to work a pizza job, right? I got to have to do this. I had to scrub floors. I had to do this. Then I was able to save up enough money to funnel it into my goddamn, my dreams and my aspirations. So you got to give to Esau first, which is death. You know what I mean?
Yep. And it makes sense because the Lord he gave us everything free. But rebellion it led to now you got to pay for water. Now you got to pay. The earth is a paradise, but hey, now we got to by the toil and the sweat of our brow. This is Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord Yahweh power had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?
Real quick, before you get that, somebody get that in Genesis where the Lord told Adam not to deal with the serpent. Because we got to show, when she started listening to that serpent, it was rebellion off the jump. Because the Lord gave straight commandment not to deal with that serpent. Right? So here it is, you got the serpent approaching her, right? But because of Eve's rebellion at the time, she started to listen to him. You know what I mean? She was like, shit. Because, he had to be a crafty nigga. Look at Esau. Esau crafty as hell, man. That nigga, that nigga will sell you water. He's selling us water.
Yeah.
That's crafty. A nigga that'll sell you water.
Toxic water at that.
Yeah, toxic water at that. And then hoard all of the good water for him and his goddamn people. But he'll make you buy, he'll make you spend $3.99 for one bottle of water, man. That's a crafty nigga. When really, water is abundant. The earth is what? The earth is like 80% or like fucking 70% water. So why the fuck are we buying this, right? He's crafty, man. He's a crafty devil, man. And that's why the Lord told Adam and his people to stay the hell away from him, man. All right? Somebody got it?
Let me see. I got it where he said that you're not supposed to eat from the fruit of the tree, basically saying, the philosophy.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool, yeah.
Okay.
You get that.
Let me take it back.
Said.
So let me take it back. Okay. This is where Esau deceived her. If I could get it.
Yeah,
That's
man.
one. It's
Yeah.
right here.
You got it?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right. So this is Genesis 2. This is Genesis 2, he says. 2:15. And the Lord Yahweh took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. And in the Elohim, that's what I'm going to Elohim, where Yahweh commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat.
Yeah, meaning that, hey, look, you can deal with these other nations, right? They cool, right? Because those trees represent people. It wasn't, don't pick the strawberry, which the Lord probably did tell him, don't eat that strawberry, don't eat that. But in this context, it's talking about actual people.
This was a period of time.
Yeah.
So here it is. You had the sons of God. We'll maybe get into that later. But Adam pretty much simped out for the woman because women are going to, the woman adhered to the doctrine of these people, the wicked trees, which are the sons of the wicked, the serpentine people. The woman with it, and eventually Adam got weak to what the woman was saying. That's the lesson over the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
This is what rebellion gets.
Yup.
But
Back in Genesis 2:16. And the Lord Yahweh commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it.
Yeah, because the serpent, because everybody else didn't, they didn't have an understanding of evil at the time. All they knew was good. All they knew was the word of the Lord. But the serpent, the Lord gave that serpent the knowledge of that good and evil, because he was evil, so he knew what good was, right? The only way for you to be evil, you got to know what good is. You see? So the serpent already knew.
What's up, brother? How you
What up, man?
doing? Handshake yet?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Israelite handshake?
Nah, it's cool, man. It's cool. It's all right,
I'm
man.
Israelite, right? Israel?
Yeah.
All right, man. Just go. Keep going, man. Keep going. Yeah.
I'm Israelite, man. 12 tribes.
All right, man. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Keep going.
About
Keep
to see and
going.
all that, man.
All right.
All right,
people.
This is back at Genesis 2.
God bless you guys, man. I love it,
All right,
man.
man.
All right, you too, bro.
All right, man.
All right.
Yep.
Go ahead.
This is back at Genesis 2:17. But of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it.
Yeah,
For in
the
that,
tree of the knowledge of good and evil, that's talking about the serpent. So basically the Lord said, don't deal with that serpent, right? Because he got the knowledge of good and evil. He can sway your mind in a different direction outside of what I'm telling you. Go ahead.
for in the day that thou eatest, there thou shalt surely die.
Yeah, thou shalt surely die, right? Meaning that now you're going to have to experience death because of what this goddamn serpent told you, right? Because the serpent going to tell you that it's cool to, now go ahead and eat that pork, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because the serpent is all about the flesh. Do what's right for the flesh. Tap into the flesh, man. That's what he told Eve. That's what he proposed to Eve. Hey, tap into the flesh, man. Look at this. She probably pulled up on him, right? And the nigga got a whole goddamn rotisserie of a pig cooking. You know what I mean? She like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, he like, shit, I'm getting it cracking. Shit, I'm getting it cracking. And I'm about to pull this shrimp out the water, and I'm finna eat that too. She like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, let me break it down to you. You know,
Those trees, the other nations are already accustomed to doing rebellion against the scriptures anyway. So
Yep.
when you read the story of, Adam and Eve, it was over a process of time. Okay, the sons of God, the sons and daughters of God were learning the ways of, the other nations. It wasn't one day. So it didn't have to be, it could have just been, like we were supposed to be separated from the nations. Somehow Eve, the woman, saw that those things were pleasant, and eventually the man, knowing what to do, what was right, what the Most High told him, eventually he got subdued, he got weak to the woman. You know what I mean? And can I just want to prove that the trees are talking about people.
you got it.
This is Ezekiel 31:8. The cedars in the garden of God could not hide him. The fir trees were not like his boughs. Meaning, boughs represent, branches and boughs represent sons and daughters. When you go into Genesis 49th chapter. Okay? And the chestnut trees were not like his branches, nor any tree in the garden of God was like unto him in his beauty. It's talking about Adam, because Adam was the top dude, all right, among the other trees, among the other people. So the other people envied him, just like today, the world envies the sons of God today, which are the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the Israelites, the true biblical Israelites, the real bloodline. It says, I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches, so that all the trees of Adon, Eden, which is over there eastward in, by the, what is that? The Fertile Crescent, all right? That's where life began. It says, I've made him fair, by the multitude of his branches, so that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden of God envied him. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, because thou hast lifted up thyself. Okay. Yeah, but I just wanted to establish that. And when you go into Genesis 49, when you exhaust the word, it speaks about Ephraim being a fruitful bow and having branches. What is that talking about? Is that talking about Esau? The tribe of Ephraim growing a bunch of trees? No. It's talking because a tree bears branches, meaning your line. A fruitful people having a bunch of kids. So that's what the garden represented. The three classifications of men: the serpent, all right, the sons of God, which was under Adam, the serpent and his seed, all right, his trees, branches, the sons of the wicked, and then the rest of the nations, the rest of the trees that were in the garden.
Sons of men.
Yeah, the sons of men.
I got a precept. This one gets straight to it, what you just said. This is Mark 8:24. It says, and he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking. So that's straight to the point, you know. So there it is again. Trees can be referred to as people in the scriptures, not all the time, but this is why you got to have the Holy Spirit to differentiate. You know what I'm saying? But can we go back to that Genesis 3? Yeah. No, probably verse 2. Let's start at 2.
Genesis 3 and 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat the fruit of my bad. We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. Let me start over. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, okay, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it.
Yeah, so basically Eve was telling him, like, look, the Lord said we could, you know, basically there's certain people that we can deal with, right? You know, which were more than likely the sons of men. Because the reason why the Lord said, look, I don't care about what you do with the sons of men, because they don't got the understanding anyways.
Well,
So
Adamites,
yeah, so more than likely it'll be like you teaching them.
You're going to be among these people.
Yeah, you're going to be among them, so I mean, I don't mind that, but when you get around the serpent and his people, stay the fuck away from him. You know what I'm saying?
Don't adhere to that,
Yeah.
their doctrine.
Don't adhere, because he got a whole nother different doctrine outside of what I'm telling you. That's why Eve told him straight to his face, like, look, I already been commanded not to have any dealings with you.
Don't do what you see them doing.
Yeah.
You know, because that's how our women get God all the time.
Yeah.
They see what the other nations are doing and they just want to do it, you know.
Well, look at the black woman in her blonde wigs.
Yeah.
What's that about? You know what I'm saying? She wanna, you know, the black woman, feminism,
Tattoos.
tattoos. You know what I'm saying? All of these things that have impacted the minds of the Israelite woman is really just chasing after other nations, man.
Because it took time to get the black woman with that too.
Yeah, it did.
You know what I'm saying?
The style of her dressing, you know how she dresses herself.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. She started dressing, because that was the white woman. Remember all that cheerleading shit? You know, where it's like a little ass shirt with some little ass, a whole bunch
yeah.
of skin.
Yep.
That was the white woman.
Yep.
That's what she started off with.
Booty shorts.
Booty shorts. That was the
Yep.
white woman's thing. The black woman, the Israelite woman, was known for wearing dresses. See, they try to put that on the Edomite woman, like she's the most holy woman that you know, that she was always wearing dresses and dressing modest. No, the Israelite woman was the one that started that trend,
Yeah.
right? We're dressing modest with the dresses down to the foot. You know what I'm saying? And the head wrap. You know, it's just that when we got into captivity, Esau was able to strip us naked and put his little image on us. So now we are walking around in rags and shit.
Well, Esau enchanted the so-called black woman with songs like I'll never forget. All that cotton candy, sweet
Yeah.
and gold,
Yeah.
let me see that tootsie.
What's
all
that
that
song
shit.
about Uncle Luke?
And real quick, that was
Big booty.
I remember when that song came out, and I was little, and it just gave me bad vibes. That's when I started seeing the little black girls wear booty shorts. Before that, I didn't see that. So that was all a social, a psyop. That was what you call military grade mind control. That's what they do. They use the television, So that goes back to what we're talking about as well. Because and then what? Over time, look at the Israelite man. All right, they bought into all these ideologies. Oh, it's okay. She can wear what she wants. That was the whole moral of the story. That the Israelite man, no matter what, don't get weak to this woman. She's gonna be the weaker vessel.
Supposed to snap her back in line.
Yeah, that's the fault. That's the fall of mankind right there. And you niggas are still weak to these fucking women.
Still don't.
You worship these goddamn women.
Still don't get it. Do we keep
Exactly.
going on that?
Con.
Yeah.
This is 3. But the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the fruit is the way. You know a man by his fruits. The serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die.
Yeah, so he pretty much lied to her right on the spot and told her, like, look, I ain't dead. I guarantee you that's what he said. I ain't dead. Look at me. I'm hanging out. See what I'm doing? So you got the serpent doing wickedness in front of her. And then showing her, like, look, do it look like I'm dead? Like, look it. And the serpent probably has some, nigga probably has some resources. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, he was a line of people. So the Lord had to sustain him. So that means that he probably has some resources, some shit to show off. Like, I'm hanging out. Look, nigga, I ain't dead.
My bad. Translated today, look at the black family.
Yeah.
Okay, the black woman has single-handedly destroyed the whole black family, you know, adhering to the serpent, the so-called white man. Okay, the doctrine of the so-called white man, all these children are destroyed. Okay, they're not even, okay, we're Israelites, but our people don't even look like Israelites no more. They look like a bunch of goblins and bug-outs and sluts and whores and idiots, jailbirds. Okay, not a royal people. That's behind the so-called black woman raising up her children, all right, trying to take the seat of the man and training, indoctrinated her children from the serpent of the devil.
Right.
So, I translate that modern day because, you know, some people get stupid. Oh, well, I don't understand that. No, look at it playing out today.
Yeah.
And it's so bad, the average black nigga don't even know he's destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You know?
That's right. Yeah, it's going to hell in a handbasket. All right, and it all started off with this right here. Okay?
She sold us out.
She sold us out. You know what I'm saying? And what was worse about it is when Adam bought into it. That's what made it worse because she did that shit. She could have got snapped back in line, but what put the cherry on top is when Adam started it. And it's gonna tell you. It's gonna tell you. We got it. Good.
It says, "For God doth know in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open."
Oh, and that's what Esau is saying. That's what Esau proposes with AI technology. Look, we could change you. We could upgrade you. We could upgrade human beings. This is what these technocrats are saying. And they're trying to propose that, like, look, if you get down with technology, you start inserting this inside of you. Okay, read that again real quick.
It says, "For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof,
Yeah.
then your eyes shall be open."
Yeah, you get down with the market of these technology, your eyes is gonna be open. You're gonna be able to, open your car door with your brain. You're gonna be able to play video games in your mind. Your eyes is gonna be open. We're gonna take you to another level. So the serpent was telling Eve, that's what he was telling her. Like, look, if you do what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Because it says he was an enchanter, he was a witch, so he probably made shit happen in front of her. You know what I mean? Doing potions in front of her, and he told her, like, look, if you do what I'm doing, look, this is gonna take you to another level. You know what I mean? Look at the level you at right now. You don't know what's going on, but look what I can do. I can make shit happen out of thin air. I can do this. I can eat this. You know what I mean? I don't have no bounds. I don't have no limits. You know, like that faggot nigga Alazar said, I'm unlimited now. Remember that nigga said that? I'm unlimited now. Yeah, nigga, you're unlimited with Satan. Okay? But that's what the serpent proposed to Eve. You want to be unlimited? You want to be like me? Right?
Well, look at these women now. You can see on their continents, they done went too far.
Yeah, they have.
A woman is supposed to be innocent. She's supposed to be like, she's not supposed to know too much about like freaky shit.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, these women, they so freaky and hypersexualized and gone that they act like men now.
Yeah.
They're not even, you can't even expect these women to change. Like they say, you can't make a hoe into a housewife. You dudes out here are still trying to make these hoes into housewife. If the woman ain't a virgin, what else is she? I'm speaking biblical. So that again, that enlightenment of something they wasn't even supposed to delve into, that's why they all fucked up in the head. That's why the single mother thing. And it ain't no turning back. Okay, the Most High just gotta destroy this place. You know?
A woman is not supposed to have more than one sexual partner. She's not even supposed to know what that is. She's not supposed to know what a different comparing sizes of men.
As is men, that
And who suffers for it? The children. See? But then again, men, you bitch ass the average man, you adhere to feminism too. Because honestly, the scriptures say a woman ain't supposed to have no liberty.
Right.
Okay? To do wickedness. You know, you people act like righteousness is slavery. But just look at how much oppression everything out of order has caused though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas on child support.
Yeah. What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? Look at the rebellion, how much more oppression. Alimony. Niggas can't even get married because these bitches will rob you blind.
Just going to work is just going to work. That's you know what I mean? That's it. I mean, you got to be somewhere for 8 to 12 hours that you don't want to be in order to survive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Bro.
Half your day.
Half your fucking day. And then it's like, and it's strategic because I did the math. Okay, let's say you work 8 hours a day. You got to sleep for at least 6 to 7 hours. You only got about 6 hours to yourself. 6 hours to yourself, man.
That shit fly by.
And that shit fly by, and guess what? You got to do errands, and within that 6 hours, you got to run these errands. You got to do this. You got to do that. You don't have no time. That's why a lot of men they just turned into like NFL couch potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just the nigga the highlight of his life is just waking up and on Sunday and just watching the football game and drinking a beer on the couch. That's all, that's all he has left in his life. You know what I'm saying? Keep going on that?
6, Genesis 3 and 6.
10%? Oh, okay.
And when the woman saw that the tree was good for fruit, and that it was pleasant to the eyes.
Meaning that what the serpent told her was starting to entice her. It enticed her. All right? Just like hip hop. Look how hip hop has enticed our people. Hip hop, first and foremost, hip hop is a CIA operation. Okay, that was meant to influence degeneracy within the Israelite communities, fill up the prisons, turn young women into whores early on, right? But it enticed Jake, and now look, Jake is the face of it, right? Jake bought into it. You see, so that's what happened with Eve. Eve bought into what the serpent was telling her, and she started to believe that I could probably do the same thing that he's doing. It'll take me to another level.
And that fruit is that wine that we keep. Where do you get wine from? Fruit. Okay.
Right.
Clearly, if brothers was holding the scriptures, but we not. You know what I'm saying? The wine. You know what I'm saying? That made the inhabitants of the earth drunken. You know what I mean? That's what we're speaking about. People are drunken, and now you're showing your nakedness, as it says in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. And now the devil can stand back and say, see, look at them, black fatigue, look at them, they're thieves, look at them, they're murderers, look at their whores. Okay, but he gave you the wine. It made you drunk off of it.
Well, that's what the serpent did to Adam and them, because you ought to understand the serpent was a rotten nigga, right? And he was, in a way, he was more than likely jealous of Adam.
Yeah.
Like how why is God dealing with you? Just like Esau is jealous of the Israelites. So when he turned them out, when he turned out Adam and Eve, you better believe he was right there laughing. Look, I got him to do what the fuck I want him to do.
Well, the serpent is Esau Edom. That's
Yeah,
why
he
it
is,
tells
yeah.
you. Revelation, the 12th chapter, ties the beast, which we're in the beast system, the dragon in the beast system, back to the serpent, the so-called white man. Okay? The Edomites, to clarify that. But, all right, this is, when the women saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof.
And they don't say nothing about an apple, because they always try to put that apple.
Yeah.
It don't say nothing. It don't say nothing about an apple. That's a lie. The fruit is talking about the knowledge that the serpent gave her. And knowledge is just another word for information. He gave her contrary information opposed to what the Heavenly Father told them. Because the law, statutes, and commandments was told to Adam orally at the time. So they knew right from wrong. They knew right from wrong, but they didn't understand the full depth of the wicked yet.
Yeah.
Right? All they knew was the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So here comes the serpent come entice them with something that you ain't never seen before. Just like when people, when you see something that you ain't never seen before, for a second you just be caught up, mesmerized by it. Like, what is that?
They were naive in a sense.
Like if you went down to the bottom of the ocean where it's pitch black, right? Where all of them undiscovered fishes is at, man. And you looked at them motherfuckers, you'll just be standing there stuck. Like, what is that? Because it'd be something you never seen before. So Adam and his people, they were stuck because it's like, what is the serpent doing? Like, how is he able to do that? How is he able to do it? He ain't supposed to be doing that, but how can he do it? And that's what enticed him. And he had it, the nigga was slick with his words. You know what I mean? He was probably doing a show and tell in front of everybody. Look at everybody, look at this. Nigga made some shit pop up out of thin air. It was like, what the hell is that? And that's when everybody started getting along. Like, maybe I could do that too. You see? And that's rebellion. Okay? Rebellion, okay, happens when, like the scriptures say, well, somebody get that. Yeah, somebody,
witchcraft?
No. When one departs from his maker. You know what I'm talking about? Like where it says when one departs from his, that's where it begins. Let me see.
And what does the scripture say? The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, so the wicked seduce seduceth him. The righteous are the sons of God. All right, and the wicked seduce them because they're better than their neighbors. They're better than the other nations, and that's what these nations do. From the way they build their empires, the food they eat. Hey, look over here. They've made bottom feeding foods, which are abominations. They made it a delicacy, like pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. Okay, those are the most bottom shelf foods you could ever eat. Catfish. Those are foods that are the Most High created to filter out the lakes, the ocean. So you are what you eat. Okay, the Lord left us clean food. That'll be like you eating a buzzard hawk in the Serengeti. That nigga eats rotten corpses, man.
Or a goddamn vulture.
A vulture, okay, that's an abomination according to the scriptures. So in this wicked, backwards, rebellious society, it's a delicacy. You niggas sit down and feast on raw octopus and all that, bro.
That's crazy.
That's abominable, bro.
But you can only imagine that that's probably the shit that the serpent was doing.
That's how you people live.
Yeah, the serpent back in the day probably didn't have no bounds. You know what I mean? He was just able to just, like Esau. Esau could just do some wicked ass shit and just don't even care about it. You know what I mean? It's natural to him. So you can imagine what the serpent was doing. And that's what enticed, like how our people are enticed today. You know, you got Jake and Hollywood doing witchcraft and seances. You know what I'm saying? Right alongside with the devil, sacrificing children. It's Jake with a goddamn kitchen knife stabbing the baby because Esau tell him to, right? Because he's enticed by, okay, if I do this, I get this money, I get to live like Esau. I get to live like the serpent. You see? Got it?
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10 and verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from Yahweh.
Yeah, when one departed from Yahweh. All right, when you start to disobey the commandment of the Lord, that's the beginning of pride. You see? You know? You ultimately start to wax worse and worse. And you wonder why these niggas become drug addicts, man. That's a downward cycle. Being a drug addict, this week, man, I seen this bitch, man. Look, man, this bitch look like fucking beautiful little broad, man. Who she look like, man? She look like a what's her name, man? She looked like a light-skinned Stacey Dash. Beautiful girl. Beautiful, beautiful. But guess what? The bitch was sprung out on drugs, talking to herself with all her clothes all over the sidewalk. And I'm looking back, I'm like, this bitch is sexy. What the fuck is she doing out here? Pride, rebellion.
And a lot of that, hanging out with the wrong people.
Yeah, hanging out with...
You hanging out with serpents and demons.
Yep.
Okay, other people that got that spirit. You that beautiful, you can have a nigga taking care of you if you in your right mind.
I almost turned around and was like, let me go clean her up, man. Take her back to the house.
Shit,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But then I look back, she talking to herself, she bugging. I'm like,
Yeah,
she
leave
gone.
her alone.
She gone. But like you said, it come from just constant rebellion. You know what I mean? Because I guarantee you, she had parents that probably tell her, hey, don't do this. Hey, look, before you go all the way down to the deep end, the voice of the Lord is going to be there, right? You know, it's just all about if you're going to listen to it. There's always going to be somebody, like you got niggas in the rehab home, right? How many times are they told, okay, stop doing drugs, man. Stop doing drugs, right? And then they show up 2 weeks later and the nigga sprung out and he back in rehab. You know what I mean? He got to repeat the cycle again. And then that just keep happening until somebody find them dead in the alley.
Well, that's what these women, not to say all these women, they do that to themselves.
Damn, somebody called.
You know, a lot of these people
Do not disturb.
Think people allow people's names or something like that.
Allow people to be nobody ain't allowed to call. It should be on. Let me see before we keep going. Yes, I don't know how a call came through. You got to change your settings, but it's going to mess the camp up. I mean, hopefully nobody will call.
Nah, I'll be on.
You know, but I was just gonna say, a lot of these people, they get to the point where I forgot. You know, but a lot of these people are corrupted to the point of no return.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Same with these women. You know, a lot of these women, they could, you know, you get these rich guys, they want a particular type of woman, and then, you know, by the time, you know, they get to a lot of these women, they done already been slutted out. You know, that's the doctrine of this world, the doctrine of the serpent. Okay, slut it out, go to college, slut it out, then get ready to get you a chump ass clown and hold hands. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it go. You know? And then you know, people actually think that this is life. Just constant rebellion. Because a lifestyle like that is just constant rebellion. You just slut yourself out. You slut off all your fucking teenage and your early 20s, right? You slut all of that out, and then you just think that good things supposed to happen to you. This is how this is the world of Babylon, man. Where rebellion, people think rebellion is supposed to flourish them.
Well, college degrees ain't even nothing no more. Look at all the women that jumped on social media. Look at a lot of the so-called black women that boasted in, you know, above the so-called black man. Okay, we're the most educated. All right, you bought into all of that. You in thousands of dollars of debt. Now, okay, you done sold your whole life away, and this goes for everything. The doctrine of this world, which goes back to the doctrine of the serpent. And a lot of people are waking up to the fact that they've been lied to in all of these different areas of life. Okay, we thought we was gonna have a white picket fence, you know, be able to have a big family, white, you know, buy a house. That's damn near impossible now, you know, because you were sold a lie in exchange for your soul. So now they're bringing in a new world order. In order to keep the little bit you do have, you have to take the mark of the beast.
You're gonna have to rebel even further.
You have to rebel even further and take on more wine, more doctrine of the serpent, which is going to lead you to the nuclear missiles. It's going to lead you to the Lord's judgment. All right, and this wine, this doctrine is going to lead us to salvation. This is why the prophets are so important. This is the only source where you're going to get the antidote. You know, like they got an anti-venom. You know, you get bitten by a serpent. For certain serpents, they got anti-venom. You know what I mean? They'll study the venom, and then the scientists will come up. You know, okay, let's find out what's in this venom that causes death. All right, now we can create an anti-venom. That's what the truth is. Okay, witchcraft is a sin of rebellion. But if you go in the way of the truth and not rebel, guess what? You got the anti-venom. Anti-venom. You know? You wonder why you get the same outcome. It's because you ain't changing. You're not doing the right thing.
Well, you get the same outcome with the president. Every president that get in there is just just fuck you over,
Yeah.
right? But you so caught up, the average American is so caught up in just rebelling against the Most High, they're not even looking into shit. They don't care to look into the policies of these people. You know what I mean? You people, rebellion blinds you, man. Keep going on that, yeah. Read that again.
Right. This is a book
Right.
of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10,
That's all rebellion is going to do. It's just going to blind your ass. Go ahead.
in verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departeth from Yahweh, and his heart is turned away from his maker.
Yeah, his heart is turned away from his maker. All right, he stops believing in the Lord. Okay, the Bible doesn't become the standard of his day-to-day activities.
Look up the word pride.
You know, he's just living his life independent. You know, trying to be an independent entity, man. Okay, and now he got pride. So guess what? Now you people have developed so much pride because you've been in rebellion so long. Now the Lord got the prophets out here, and you don't want to listen to them. You think they crazy. You cussing them out. You see, you've completely departed from your maker at this point, man, and you're gonna be destroyed for that. You got
I got an Edom.
Oh, the pride?
Yeah.
I got it too. I got it Edom too. Say pride in the Edom AI overview, it says means, while initially meaning pomp, arrogance, a deadly sin. Let's see, self-respect. So pride, yeah, damn. Let me see another. Excessive self-esteem.
Yeah.
Scriptures tell you that the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can trust it? Jeremiah the 17th chapter. You're not supposed to lean on your own understanding. You know what I mean? Because who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? You don't even know if you're going to die tomorrow. But arrogance. Imagine somebody trying to tell you 1 + 1 is 2. And you like, nah, it can't be that because I know, because I'm him.
Yeah.
Well, what makes you him when you can go back to the grave just like anybody else?
Right.
The Lord said, why is earth and ashes proud? Meaning you're just a mortal being.
Jacob, that worm.
Yeah, you could get killed any day. I don't care how tough you think you are. Look how many tough guys are in the morgue. So why are you proud? You don't have the manual script to life. You didn't create the universe, the planetary system, the animals. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Niggas is proud.
Yeah, what are you proud? There's nothing to be proud about, especially if you don't know the Lord. What the hell are you really proud about? You're a faggot, really.
Well, that's why the Lord
You know
getting ready. The Lord gonna raise up these Edomites. The Lord is gonna raise up the so-called white man these devils to put you tribes back in check.
Yeah.
Because Jake is out of their mind. They think
That pride is heavy on Jake.
they want to kill the prophets again.
And you know what? You Jakes ain't got nothing to be proud of. You're still on the bottom, man. What the hell? You know what I mean? What do you? I mean, we can understand. I mean, Esau shouldn't be proud, but we understand why he's proud. Because he actually runs the world.
Yeah.
Jake, you're in the ghetto, and the nigga got he in the ghetto with a motherfucking 2017 Mustang. Ah, nigga, me, damn, nigga. And can't nobody tell him nothing. Like, nigga, if you don't cut it the fuck out, bro. All right, you're outside of Yahweh Shimei Shai, bro. That should be something that you should be ashamed of, man.
And your enemies rule over you.
Yeah.
So you're a coward. Okay? Your enemies rule over you. But you want to destroy your own nation as well. You're a coward. You're not a warrior, somebody that protects their own people first and foremost. And that's what we're doing.
Right.
We're calling our people back to the truth because the Lord is getting ready to destroy 2/3 of our people and destroy this current system, man.
That's right.
So this is an urgent, and you can lie, you can think whatever you want, you know. But hey, these prophecies gonna come to pass.
Yeah, that's it. And the Lord always talks about how He's going to destroy these people in the midst of their pride, right? Right. That's why He let Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, you know, He put all them plagues on him because the Lord wanted his pride fat and thick. Well, we're at the time now to where the pride of the people out here is fat and thick. Niggas don't even hold the door open for you no more. People don't say hello to you. You know what I'm saying? People are just assholes, man. Cut you off in traffic. You know what I'm saying? Demons, man. People are just unnecessary demons to one another. So that's how you know that the pride is thick. This is literally the times, like the scriptures say, the days before Noah. This is what was going on. All right, but it's worse now. It's actually worse, man. Believe it or not, man. So can we go back to Genesis?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to finish that story.
All right.
Get to the point of that.
Genesis 3. All right. This is Genesis 3 and 7. I'll start at 6. And when the woman saw that the trees was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
Yep. So that's talking about when Adam, right? He started to believe on the serpent based on what Eve.
He started to accept.
Yeah, he started to
accept shit that he wouldn't normally accept within.
Just like when a man is married to a wife, that's why they say don't get married, right? Because when you get married, now you got to accept shit from this bitch that you wouldn't normally accept. Now you can't go out with the boys no more. Now you can't play video games no more. You can't just be watching the game for a certain amount of time now. Now you got to go on vacation. Now you got to do all this shit that you wouldn't normally do just to keep this bitch in the house.
That's what Solomon did.
Yep.
The wisest man to ever live, when he got older and weaker in nature, as he got older, he started to be a simp in a kind of way. He started to adhere to, he was dealing with so many women, and as you age, you lose your vigor. So he started to commit idolatry in his older age, and that's what rent the kingdom.
Yeah.
This is why you know what I'm saying? Adam fell because of that. Solomon, so the greatest men fell to women. And guess what? A woman is the glory of a man, but you gotta rule a woman in knowledge, not according to feelings. The scriptures say you have to deal with women according to your godly knowledge, not according to how you feel. Because if you follow these women, they'll have you putting on fucking fingernails polished, man.
Thong on, you have a thong on, man.
You'll be looking like you don't have these niggas be looking like homosexuals.
Bitch ass nigga Oscar De La Hoya. Remember that nigga was in that fishnet and that little photo? And nigga was in a fishnet and a photo, man. And you already know who put him up to that. His wife did. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so the woman and the serpent, first and foremost, the serpent, because the woman, she gets her wickedness from the serpent. The serpent fuels that, man. You know what I mean? So you listening to her, you by default, you listening to the serpent.
Think about it.
That's where she get it from.
Think about this: a man that sits among scriptures tell a man don't sit in the midst of many women. Yeah. Think about that dude that's always in the midst of a bunch of women. You be like, man, that dude's a faggot.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, because a woman instinctively know that a man is not supposed to act like a woman, but guess what? She gonna embrace it. If you want to be a faggot, that empowers her.
Come on.
Yeah, come on
and
over
then,
here.
and then it all full circles back to the serpent.
Yep.
The serpent wins off of that.
Yeah.
He uses her to be the pit bull, and then he gets to sit back like, okay, I'm just, she's doing all the dirty work for me.
And she
you know?
becomes empowered because you're a man.
Yeah.
A man, it don't matter if a woman is rich, the finest, she can never be superior to a man. And that's what you men got to get through your low-level skulls. Niggas be sitting back, worship. No, you're a man, okay? Don't nobody want to see Superwoman,
Yeah.
you know?
That shit don't
So
sell out.
when men become, in a feminist mindset, that empowers the woman. Hey, empower right there on that fucking wall. It empowers. I didn't even see that, but it empowers the woman. Okay,
Sure.
when they can go on a date and get $300 out of a bitch ass nigga.
Yep.
You bitch ass nigga, you could get the same results without giving her $300.
Yep.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
just want to do it because he a bitch.
Just all that shit, man, empowers and it destroys the family, man. Women are not supposed to have, a fucking roster. But because of weak men, you men are adulterous. Okay, that's why this place gonna be destroyed.
Right.
That's why your sons are destroyed. And all effeminate because you men don't stand up to nothing, man. Bunch of noodle-back faggots, man.
Can we jump down to where the Lord caught them, and the Lord
Come.
caught up today to Adam, and gave him the judgment,
Come.
and then we'll finish
It says,
it off.
you don't want to hit the eyes of them were both open? Okay.
Yeah, we can hit that, and then you could jump down to that. Yeah.
And the eyes of them were both open
You
and
call it out, the verse.
Oh, my bad. Genesis 3:7. And the eyes of them were both opened, and they knew that they were naked.
Right, now when it says the eyes of them were both open, meaning that they now had knowledge of.
They knew they went off.
Yeah, they knew they went off, and also they had knowledge of what wickedness is. They tapped into that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I was the brother Ayan. He sent me an article. It was about the small hats and how they got a whole system where they sacrifice children, right? And in that article, it said once somebody crosses that line, where you sacrifice a child, you do it the first time or something, you've now made like a everlasting blood contract with Satan that you're bound to for the rest of your life. So now when they got open to the serpent, now they can't go back to what they know because now they know too much, right? So it don't mean that because Satanists, you got Satanists that people that believe in Satan, they think that Adam and Eve, when their eyes got open, they think that was a good thing. No, it's good that their eyes was open. They supposed to see. No, nigga, it just means that now that they know they seen what they seen, they can't go back.
And they're
You know?
ashamed now.
They're ashamed. You
Now
know
they
what I
have. They didn't have shame at first.
mean? Yeah, they didn't have it. Yeah. Now they gotta walk. That's why they was hiding from the Lord.
Just like a undefeated fighter. So a lot of times, once they taste defeat, if they can't deal with that shame, they'll never be the same. There's a spot in their confidence. Now they start thinking, well, you know what? I can get dropped. Before then, they won't take no for an answer. Mayweather is like that. Like he ain't tasted defeat. So it's kind of like you got to really prove something because he ain't gonna accept it.
Yeah.
A lot of those type of fighters, you know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. Now they felt shame and it's about to say what else they did. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons.
And okay, now that goes into what it said when it said they was naked. Now does it mean that Adam and Eve was walking around naked? Who the fuck is walking around the earth just straight up naked?
It's a parable.
It's a parable. It means that they didn't have the covering of the Lord, right? If you're not covered by the Lord, what are you? You're naked. And when you're naked, you're vulnerable. Somebody could just, like a woman that's naked, if a woman was walking around naked, what that means? Niggas would jump out the car and just start grabbing her titties, start grabbing her ass, you know what I mean? Because she's vulnerable, she's open.
They had holes in their doctrine.
Yeah.
They didn't have the covering of the doctrine of the Lord. They had a big ass hole in it. They just took off part of their clothing, their garments. Scriptures speak about the Holy Spirit being a garment. You know what I mean?
They
The
took off the pants, they took off the whole bottom half.
Yep.
You know what I mean? All you got is your shirt on, you vulnerable as hell. You took off the whole bottom half, you like, God damn, you pretty much naked out here. You know what I'm saying? That's what it meant when it said they was naked.
It says that they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons, and those leaves are going into other doctrines. You could say other philosophies. And leaves do represent wisdom and knowledge. It speaks about that in Revelations. It's either 21 or 22, which we don't have that ultimate high volume of knowledge of the different leaves for every month, which are the what do you call that? The 12. You got the 12 months. And you got the zodiac. There's a real knowledge that comes behind that. But we ain't gonna have that until we get those new bodies, until Yahweh Shai comes back. But leaves represents wisdom as well. You know, you gotta think about fruit, right? Fruit comes off trees. You know, that can symbolize doctrine, but leaves as well. You know?
Let me get this precept real quick. This is Exodus 32 and Exodus 32 and 25. It says, and when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies. And that's going into when Jake was in the wilderness and they built that little golden statue when Moses was up there communing with the Lord. See, they became ashamed. They lost the covering. You know what I mean? So being naked, all right, it's you know, because they paint them little portraits, Adam and Eve naked in the garden. They just butt naked. Come on, man. But we already said that the law, statutes, and commandments was given orally to Adam and his people. Part of the law, statutes, and commandments is to not be naked.
Yeah.
To not see your mother's nakedness. To not see your father's nakedness. So what the hell? So you just mean that they was just walking around butt ass naked, man?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's against the law, like you said.
That's against the law.
So they wasn't that wicked yet. They still
Yeah.
knew to have clothes on.
Yeah. Right.
Remember, the book of Genesis is very allegorical metaphors. It's like it's a parable, okay? Because really the parable is playing out now more than ever. Okay, the serpent and Eve, which is that relationship between the black woman is Eve. Whether you believe it or not, the so-called Negro woman is Eve, and the serpent, believe it or not, is Esau Edom according to the Bible. Okay, it's just that Christianity has made a mythical doctrine out of the scriptures, but when you get into the scriptures, the serpentine nation of people are the Edomites, the so-called white race. This is who the Bible is speaking about, are the deceivers of the earth, the devil. It literally says in Revelation, what that, 20? Either 20 or 17, that he would go out and deceive the nations. And it's speaking about a man. Okay, that's empowering the beast or the dragon, which Revelation 13 at the last verse tell you that the system is controlled by a man. Who is that man? Esau Edom, the so-called white man.
That old serpent.
That old serpent, the devil, which it ties him to the serpent in the garden for a reason. See?
Yeah, it said the dragon, because who was the dragon? The dragon represents the Roman Empire.
Yep.
The Roman Empire was controlled by who? Edomites.
Yep.
So, you know, and you already know that's who the Lord, because the Lord was in the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
So he was talking straight like, them niggas is the devil, man. You know
What do you think 2 Thessalonians is about?
Yeah.
The man of perdition, the man of sin.
Being revealed.
Being revealed at the end time.
Come on now.
Okay? Wicked, and you know what I'm saying? These words like wicked, devil, serpent. Okay, it's speaking about these people, man. The man of sin, the man of iniquity, the man of perdition. Esau Edom. And that's why the scriptures warn you to stay away from fables and you know what I'm saying? Because the world, when you say that, they think of it from a mythological point. But no, the Bible speaks about who the devil is talking about. It's not talking about a red nigga under the ground with a pitchfork. That's mythology. That's a man-made tradition. Like the Lord warned about. He said, hey, them cometh after me, they teach after the tradition of men. Even though they claim to be teaching godliness, it's after the traditions of men.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
Keep going. Yep.
It says,
I guess you could jump down to where the Lord called him now.
okay. And the Lord, this is 9. Well, let's start at 8. And they heard the voice of the Lord, the prophets, walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord Yahweh among the trees of the garden.
Yeah, they try to hide amongst the nations.
You know what that sounds like? Segregation.
Yep.
That's why the so-called white man set up Martin Luther King. Because he knew in order to destroy us, he had to get us segregated and mingled among these other nations. So where we couldn't do our own thing. Because when we was doing our own thing, we was conquering shit. Look at Black Wall Street and all these other cities we was building that they bombed over here in America. The real domestic terrorists. It says, okay. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord Yahweh among the trees of the garden. And the Lord Yahweh called unto Adam and said unto him, where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid,
Yeah. So
because I was naked, and I hid myself.
Yeah. So you know, basically, Adam and Eve, once they came out to the knowledge of good and evil, right? They disobeyed the commandment of the Lord. they had that shame, and then they try to hide themselves amongst the nations. They try to hide out, right? Which shows you that, you know, if you have the spiritual understanding, everybody on the earth at one point was melanated, right? Because how could they hide amongst the nations if they weren't? Because Adam and Eve, they were melanated because they came from the ground. How the fuck could they be Caucasian? That's a curse, right? But it tells you that the Lord made them from the ground, right? So for them to try to hide amongst other nations, that means everybody else had to be the same color,
Same hue.
the same skin complexion.
That's where you get the word
You know?
human. Human, colored man, you know? And the word Adam means from the earth.
Yup.
You know, not Adama, but Adam is supposed to. They try to change it in the blue letter. But it says, where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked and I hid myself.
Yeah, you know what? And that what that also shows is that rebellion puts a shame on you,
Yeah.
right? You got a nigga that smokes cigarettes. Niggas that smoke cigarettes, they got that shameful look. As soon as you say something about, hey man, you ain't supposed to be smoking that, right? No, no. You know what I mean? Or you know you ain't supposed to be doing that. You know you ain't supposed to be doing that, right? Ah, man, I know, man, I know. You see that's a stain on your armor, man.
Well, that's why
You know?
Jake can't come to the Lord.
Yeah, because he too ashamed. You know what I mean? A nigga that's Saucy Santana, faggot like Saucy Santana, he couldn't come up here and stand in front of the altar of the Lord and be real about it.
Nigga done did orgies.
Yeah, he's out of his mind.
You know, nigga done did some gay shit before. All of those shits are why Jake, okay, the black woman is, well, a lot of our people are so corrupted they can't come to the Lord. That shame is so great. It's like, if anything, man, I might as well keep doing what I'm doing, because shit, I'm into it.
Well, what Jake is doing, Jake is hiding amongst the nations, hoping that the Lord don't catch their ass.
Holidays,
Yep.
a nigga not gonna quit celebrating holidays, even if they know it's wicked according to the Bible. You know?
Jake trying to, you know, that's why Jake is so
Looking for a way out.
looking for a way out, but he's so adamant on like trying to be equal with the nations. So because Jake is really trying to hide amongst them.
We can
Because he-
smoke.
Yeah, it's no problem. Shit, bro. You know, dreadlocks ain't bad. The Indians got it. The Africans got it. So they trying to get amongst the nations like, oh, hey, that ain't that bad. Look, they doing it.
They eat squid. Black people wasn't eating no raw squid.
Squid, man.
Years ago, wasn't eating no raw clam. That's a heathen custom. You know,
Raw clam?
before the so-called white man, Negroes wasn't eating pork.
Yeah.
Shit, the ancient Israelites, which were so, you know, come from the Negro, right? They would rather take death. Our ancestors than to eat pork, man, because that's an abominable, you know.
That's an abominable thing to eat, man. But Jake is hoping that the Lord don't catch their ass.
But now it's the
You know?
end thing because the
Yeah.
nations do it.
Right.
Go to Joe's Crab Shack. Okay, these nations, they'll make a restaurant,
Yeah.
white cloth on the table, call it fine dining, and serve you some fucking shellfish.
Yep.
And so it's acceptable. So Jake, that's an example of Jake being mingled,
Yeah.
being a Gentile, man. You know?
Trying to hide amongst the nations.
Yeah.
Hoping that the Lord don't bring the judgment upon them.
Yeah.
Right? Because ultimately, our people, they know right from wrong more than the heathen.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You can tell. That's why, you know, if you tell a heathen, hey man, you know you ain't supposed to be doing that, heathen look at you like, huh? What the fuck is what? You know what I mean? But when you tell Jake that, Jake either only gonna do two things. Jake either gonna agree with you or he gonna totally flip and cuss you out because he know he wrong. You see, so our people, they spiritually they know right from wrong, but they're choosing rebellion, man.
Why you
know?
think? Yeah, that's why. Well, that's it.
Con, yeah, you got it.
Okay. And he said, this is 10, I heard thy voice in the garden and I was afraid because I was naked and I hid myself. And he said, who told thee that thou was naked?
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, so, you know, the Lord was pretty much like, what the fuck you got going on? What you mean? How you know you naked? How you know about this? How you know about that? You know, an investigation. You know, an investigation right there on the spot. What the fuck going on, man? You know what I mean? Just some time ago, you weren't talking like this. You know what I mean? Because the Lord knew something was up with them because now they talking different. Now they behaving different. Now they got, you know, they kind of looking all nervous. It's like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't designed you to be like that. You must have been talking to that goddamn serpent.
You gotta remember
Yeah.
in the book of Romans, it speaks about how technically the sons of God, the daughters of God, are supposed to be simple when pertaining to wickedness. Like, you're supposed to be naive when it comes to wickedness.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't supposed to know, you know what I'm
You're not
saying?
supposed to know that. You're not supposed to know what blood tastes like. You're not supposed to know what homosexuality with having sex with another man. You're not supposed to know what that type of shit is. You're supposed to know what it is from an outside perspective, but you're not supposed to, know what, okay, got a Ouija board, you fucking with that. You're not supposed to have that type of experience, man.
Well, that's why the so-called white man, his entertainment industry in Hollywood is so destructive. His libraries, his school systems, because through images and doctrine, all he needs you to see is a visual. Look at these women. He got the porn sites up. All he needs you to see is a visual. All he needs you to do is read a book. It could be a complete lie. Just put it in the school book. Now you running with it. These women got all kind of shit. A lot of these women are so corrupted, ain't no turning back. That's why a lot of these men are going overseas. They've been raised with a poisonous mindset. And when I say woman, I'm speaking for all these different facets of life. Like a homosexual actually thinks, through years of TV saying it's a brave thing to do, now the bravest thing you could do is to put on a dress. Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, I'm gonna come out. Okay, remember a couple years ago, the biggest thing was whoever come out, he gonna get a TV show or some shit.
Yeah, they used to do that for them niggas, man.
Now the so-called black man is the biggest faggot. Well, he's put up as the poster child.
Yeah.
You never seen so-called black men being faggots 30 years ago. That was the white man thing, man.
And then it's like, Jake ain't just a faggot, he turned into the black woman.
Yeah.
It's like he's the black woman in a nigga's body.
Yep.
In a Tennessee Titans defensive end nigga body, man.
Yep.
And it's like, what the fuck, yo?
You be thinking it's a joke.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, this gotta be a joke,
I'm
nigga.
like, this nigga can't be that goddamn. Come on, man.
You still got a 5 o'clock shadow, nigga. He's 6'8".
Nigga go to the he go to the bathroom every morning and piss right out that rod. And look himself in the mirror, he see that facial hair growing, and he just tell himself, nah, I'm the black one.
Which proves it's an enchantment. It's a demon on you.
It's a demon, man.
Like an
It's rebellion.
STD. Like an STD is stick with you. A spiritually transmitted disease you can't get rid of because you're underneath these people, man. The serpent. And Revelation just speaks about them being able to channel those demons out of the mouth of the dragon. Seeing the spirit of devils. They put it in, you'll be amazed why they call it the media or channels, okay? The media goes back to the word medium, okay? Which is it means in the middle, a vessel used to portray the witchcraft. What, they'll hire Beyonce, okay, to the left, pay her $1 million, and now you got these dumb bitches out here saying the same shit, putting wigs on their head. Because what, they're enchanted. They've been enchanted, a demon is on them now.
They got a spell on them.
They got a spell on them.
And that's what the serpent did to Adam and Eve. He put a demon on them. Now they got the demon of guilt, and they probably didn't cross the line, fucking around with the serpent. Because, in order to, rebel against the Lord, it takes an action. So when they rebelled against the Lord, it wasn't just, they just heard it, okay, that's cool, and now they rebelled. No, they had to get involved. They had to get involved physically. They had to start doing certain things that the serpent was doing. That's when that shame and that guilt come.
Okay.
My bad. Yeah, you got it. Okay.
All right, what we at?
Verse
11.
I think it's
Okay, 11. And he said, who told thee that thou was naked?
Yeah.
This is 11.
Yep.
Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou should not eat?
fucking around with that serpent.
And the man said, the woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat.
Yeah, so basically Adam, pretty much blamed it on the woman. Like, look, I fell because of what she told me. And the Lord didn't hear that and was like, really? Okay, man, damn.
Oh, I forgive you,
I
man.
understand. Nah, the Lord was pissed off. Like, man, how the fuck you supposed to be over her?
Yeah, the Lord gave him dominion.
Yeah, like,
You didn't have to do that.
What were you doing listening to her, man?
You didn't have to.
Yeah.
Hey, and these men, the same thing. A nigga could be rich.
Yeah.
Give all his power, his substance. That's why the scriptures say, never give thy substance unto any, and neither a woman. These niggas will do it over and over again. It's like, goddamn, nigga, you could go find a bad chick that ain't gonna fucking flip on you. Nigga go get a slord in Hollywood, and he got millions of dollars. Are you crazy?
And that shows you that there's an order with the Heavenly Father, because who was the Lord talking to? He talked to the man. And that's who he addressed. He addressed Adam. Like, what's going on, man? He didn't care about what, Eve, and he already knew she was subject to the flesh. He created her for that.
That's why the scriptures say, through her we all die.
Yeah, that's what he was gonna get in a second. You got something? Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 31:3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyed kings.
Yeah, go ahead and break it.
Like that brother just said, giving your substance, all your energy, basically your mind. Okay, don't give your mind to the woman, because we seen brothers fall out because their woman wasn't happy with them. They was mad about something. I'm gonna just go home with my woman, and then maybe everything will be great. You were literally, this truth is everything. Sophia, okay, this is our woman. Okay, a woman's objective at Babylon seems like it's just to run you out of your damn mind. Let me see if I can get him. Let me see if I can get him to do this
Her
or
heart
do
is
that.
snares and nets.
Yeah, her heart is snares and nets. Yep.
Yeah.
That's how they were designed on the side.
Yeah, because when they see you got a purpose, they go is to knock you off track. Okay, he real serious about reading the Bible. What can I do to stall him, to stop him from doing it? You've been studying 4 days a week. On the 5th day, she got you. Okay, I can get this nigga on the 6th day.
But on the flip side, their nature is to see if they could break you. If they can't break you, they gonna be more attracted to you.
Yeah.
They gonna keep running after you. And so you bitch ass niggas out here, you think that pleasing a woman is the way. You could never please a woman.
Yeah.
The main thing you could do is focus on yourself and be headstrong. I guarantee you them women, why you think a lot of these women, they go for Pookie and Ray Ray? Because them niggas don't give a fuck. Them niggas ain't getting no job.
Well,
Them niggas is gonna do what the fuck they wanna do, man.
they woman is that game.
You soft.
Yeah, that's what these women, they love them Pookie and Ray Ray, because that nigga, he's in love with the streets. He chasing the streets, she trying to chase him.
They're not chasing him.
Yeah.
I mean, he not chasing them. They gotta chase him.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what keeps women engaged. What keeps women engaged is a man that don't put her first, man.
That's right.
All right, you can get mad at it. You can think, oh, y'all don't know what you're talking about. Well, look at a nigga like Chris Brown. How many bitches is chasing Chris Brown? All of these women are fuck Chris Brown. You know what I mean? They sitting there talking that shit. Yeah, she's saying that now.
Yeah.
No,
But
I
if
promise,
Chris
I
Brown,
promise.
if
Like,
Chris
no.
Brown pulled up on her with a Maserati, she jumping in. Get the fuck out of here, man.
No.
You hear that
No,
shit?
bro, that's not, no.
Yeah, whatever,
I
man.
promise
Let's keep going.
I won't.
No, you can't. No, you cannot.
Women love attention.
Get up out of here.
You know, and technically that's a right.
Wait, what's your religion, fast?
Our religion is, it's funny. Well, she is.
No, this isn't funny.
Well, it's not. This is a pure religion. It's not really a religion.
It's Adam and Eve.
This is our nationality. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is who we are.
That
as a
wasn't
people.
funny a question. I wasn't joking. I was genuinely asking.
Well, basically what we're saying is that.
No, is this the nation of Islam? Or?
No, it's the nation of Israel. It's if you
So
see.
must-
No, hang on. Just hang on, okay? Just hang on, all right? If you see your name on this sign, you have the law, statutes, and commandments and guidelines to live by. So there's a law for our people that we're supposed to live. Anything outside of that breeds confusion, chaos, and all out evil.
These are the real ancestors. This is our history book, the Bible. Not Africanism, none of that. Indigenous-ism, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we were indigenous, a lot of so-called black people, but we come from the East. And that's something that has been, is pretty much more a blackout of who we really are. So this is our history book. You want to learn about yourself, you got to go back to the prophets, the actual people of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? The tribe. You know what I'm saying?
Have a good day.
All
I
right.
wouldn't smash Chris Brown though.
Okay. All right.
I
All right.
I had to prove.
All right.
No.
Okay. All right. Let's get back.
Right.
All right. Sure.
But just finish what I was saying. That's a righteous order. Technically when these women test you. Because at the end of the day, men, look at the lesson with Adam. Men are supposed to lead these women regardless what the woman do.
Hey, my bad. I'm gonna cut you.
But that's why these women, that's why they came over here when we said that,
I was
because
just about to say that was the spirit, because that they tried to test us.
she looked good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Fine in a motherfucker, both of them.
Yeah. But,
You know what I'm saying?
But what they tried to do was see all that little shit, just like we just said. When you stick to being a man, women have to humble down to that, because all that shit that they just did, that was all the test. That was all the beta test. Betas were like, oh no, I would do that, nah. That's what beta would have jumped up, a beta male.
Get your number, man.
I mean, what's that? We supposed to stop, we supposed to do, but they came over here, it was like, damn, they serious. And then you see how they had to stiffen up, like, oh shit.
We're supposed to all get happy.
Hey bro, I do like her, bro. I like her too, bro. But hey, no, it's the spirit of the Lord up here. And when we talk about being a man and standing on it, we gonna stand on it, man. Well, fuck if no pretty little bitch come up here, okay?
And the world
you gonna
needs
get the
that.
truth, man. All right.
And the Lord gotta set up men like that,
Yeah.
man. It's just a free for all, man. The Lord is finna gain back, you know what I'm saying? Order, man, over this world. These women honestly need, people in general, the world, the animals need, righteous leaders you know, that's gonna order the way of the Lord on the earth, man.
Them women need order.
They do need order.
They need, and you can tell. See, these women like that, they know they need order, but it's that rebellion.
Well, they
you know,
they got the liberty. Why
yeah,
not?
yeah. Why not? You know what I mean? But,
Shit, I probably would too. Go
Yeah.
get a nigga to give you $1,000
well,
right
you
now.
seen what they was with? They was just with some beta clowns.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, well, you might as well just run off with the beta clown. But really, a woman's natural inclination is a man of discipline. That's why they came up here and inquired, and they shut all that bullshit down. They don't play that same game that they do with them niggas with real men. They know the difference, you see, and that's what Adam, he was supposed to stand on it. That's why the Lord got on Adam, like, why didn't you stand on it? You know what I'm saying? When she came with all that bullshit, right? Because women are wanderers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I expect her to be wandering, but why didn't you stand on it? Why didn't you stand on what I told you? You see? Keep going.
And it says, and the man said, the woman thou hast given me, gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. And the Lord God said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat.
Yeah, everybody blaming it all. The Lord is trickling it back to the serpent, which shows you that all rebellion comes from the evil one. It comes from Satan, right? It all starts with Satan. The pride starts when one departs from his maker. When Satan starts to whisper shit in your head, you start going with it. You know what I mean? I remember when I was in the world, man. You know, I did a real good job, man, when I was in the world of holding out on smoking weed until I was about 20, 21.
Dang, me too,
You know
exact
what I mean?
age.
Like,
That's
I
crazy.
really held out. I fought it.
Yeah.
Homies was trying to, I'm talking about niggas that trying to put the blunt in my face.
I'll be the only one.
I'll be the only one trying to sit there like, nah, I gotta hold on to my moral, gotta hold on to my moral. But when I got about 20, 21, Satan got me. Somehow, some way, Satan just, is so many whispers you can only take. You know, without the covering of the Lord, Satan got me. Next thing you know, I'm a full-blown pothead. I'm addicted to it now. You see, so Satan, you know, Satan don't stop. The scriptures call him a roaring lion that seeketh to devour you, man. Right? So, you know, that's how the serpent is. He just gonna keep at it till you break.
Satan could even bring tribulation like he did Job. And that'll be another way. That's why you got to be rooted in Yahweh Shema Shai, because he could bring tribulation and make you be like, oh man, this is too hard to do the right thing. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Put that shit in your mind. I think that's it on Genesis. Yeah, I just wanted to get that point. So let's get through her. We all die, and then somebody hold Proverbs 17 and 11, and then somebody else hold Isaiah 1 and 3. And then eventually we're going to get into the story of King Saul and his rebellion. How that led to something. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25 and verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin.
Yeah, of the women came the beginning of sin. All right, and we just broke that down. Okay, and that led to our downfall, man. Right? Because what happened shortly after that whole Adam and Eve situation? What happened? What was the next thing that happened?
Yep.
Cain and Abel.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's when murder got introduced.
Yep.
Right? That was the first time murder got introduced. You see? But it all started off with rebellion. You see? And then just evil, that's when shit just spiraled out of control.
Cast it out of the land.
You know, got casted, and then Cain went somewhere on the other side of the earth. He started building his own little wicked ass empire and shit. Shit just got all out of control until the Lord had to flood the earth with water.
Corruption.
Start over.
Corruption multiplied after that.
Yeah. That's what rebellion does, man. Anything outside of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, okay, is going to lead to all-out chaos and perversion, man. You know? Go ahead.
And through her, we all die.
And through her, we all die. Now, we saying this, that way you go around and you fuck women. You just got this hell bent on trying to knock a bitch out or something like that. We ain't telling you to do that, but this is something that you have to keep in your mind, okay? That a woman can be used for Satan's purposes at any given time, man. Regardless if she got a head wrap on, fringes, we've seen it, man. We got as brothers up here that dealt with a woman that claimed she was in the truth. She was just the same demon as the rest of them. She was still susceptible to any other demon as the rest of them, man.
Show me one woman. At least show me. Maybe there's some. Show me one woman in America, in the West, that hasn't adopted the mind of Jezebel.
Yeah.
Every woman over here is in the Jezebel spirit. even if they are virgins, they still have a Jezebel mindset, rule over men, be promiscuous, be wanton. So that's proof right there. That's the spirit of Satan, the Queen of Heaven spirit, which is nothing but a ancient world demon that was on them people to exonerate women and uphold wickedness. The wickedness of a woman and worship the damn woman like they do today.
And that's what the women that believe in the Lord, that's what they're fighting. You know what I'm saying? The women that believe in the Lord, your fight is to learn how to actually be useful to a man and to fight off that Jezebel spirit. Because all women out here got the Jezebel spirit. Ain't no woman out here that ain't been impacted by that. You know what I'm saying? So a woman that believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you got to do your best to fight that goddamn Jezebel spirit off, man. That, you know what I mean? That goddamn, all the single ladies, demon, right? All that shit that you learned, BT, right? Mary J. Blige, and all that wicked ass, what's that TV show, Girlfriends?
Yeah.
Okay, that fucked a lot of you goddamn black women up. That show, because I remember that show. My mom used to watch that show. It was literally just the black woman slutting out all around the city. And just different niggas popping in and out, man. Some buff nigga, nerd nigga. You gotta fight that shit off, man, because that's what the serpent, okay, that's what the serpent wanted to propose to you. That you could be a god too. You could do what a man can do.
The scriptures speak about wickedness, a little bit of wickedness destroyeth much. And notice how long it takes sometimes. You see, that's the way of the world. They don't want to do righteousness because it seems like to do right takes longer.
Yeah.
But it does. And that's why the Lord, we got to work for this. Look at how much damage, okay, the rebellion has done. Now it's time to build. Now it's time to be disciplined. And that's the fight right there. You might not get a reward right off the bat. So you women out there that's fighting this demon of having to, you know, come back to the Lord and be useful to a man, that's your purpose on the earth.
Yeah.
Not to become an entrepreneur. So just imagine that if the world ain't gonna embrace you and tell you that's the right thing, and girl, we're gonna give you, no, this world will incentivize you to be destructive towards the men, you know, to rebel. So that goes for everything. Like literally now we're building, that's the whole point. To do righteous is gonna come out with a heavy reward, but you're not supposed to expect it from the world. The Lord, in Hebrews, the Lord said you must believe that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek them. So that you have to have faith.
You're gonna have to be, you know, like it says, a daughter of Zion when ain't nobody looking, right? You're gonna have to really learn how to try to, you know, master that to the best of your ability. And like you said, there is no reward for that. You might not even have a man. You got some women out here that believe in the truth, but they man ain't in the truth. So, but guess what? You still got to uphold that.
Might be an instant reward to set up your destruction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But there is no like you ain't nobody about to give you the Miss Cincinnati award because you're a good woman, all right, and you're a righteous woman. You know what I mean? Really, this world shames righteous women. You know?
And that's the importance of faith. This is why our forefathers from Adam on down. This is why the second covenant is really entering into that. Is all about faith, because that was the chink in Adam's armor. That's the chink in our armor. If you really believe in Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, seek the kingdom and all else should be added, you don't need to go ahead and be a simp. You don't need to break the order. You don't need to listen to this woman. You don't need to find an easier way. You just keep building. You just keep suffering until the Lord, you know, the way the Lord told us to do it. That's really the importance, the spiritual side of why Jake just couldn't get it in the wilderness. They didn't trust in what the Lord said the first time. You know, and the word patience means, you know, to suffer or endure. And a lot of times, Jake, they just can't wait. Gotta have instant gratification. I gotta have it now. That's why everybody's fucked up. That's why these women are fucked up. They have no purity because they gotta have it now.
Look at fast food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It gotta have it now.
Yep.
And niggas is dropping dead off of eating McDonald's, man. But they gotta have it now. Nigga gotta have a burger now. You know what I mean? You can go somewhere and get a quality burger. You know what I'm saying? But all you gotta do is just wait 10 minutes, nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nigga can't wait 10 minutes for the quality burger. They got quality burgers, bro, where you could go get you a quality burger, bro. Yeah, it's gonna take about 10, 15 minutes, but nigga,
I'm going to McDonald's.
I'm going to McDonald's because McDonald's is a drive-through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what's got you people all fucked up and scrambled. All right, and that's why you people ain't gonna make it, because everything is about having it now. and you've used that mentality, you know, in regards to tapping into the flesh, and you're all freaked out now, man.
Well, if you want to
You know?
learn mixed martial arts,
Yeah.
you can't just get it all in one setting.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
it takes years.
It might take years. You might not like to get hit.
Yeah.
You got to get hit enough times to say, you know what, it ain't that bad. I actually like getting hit now. That adrenaline rush. Now you get addicted to the adrenaline. So that whole quick fix thing, that's the whole American way. You know?
And that's all centered in rebellion.
And pride.
Yep. Can we get that Proverbs
Yeah.
17 and 11?
Also in Isaiah 1 and 3. Proverbs 17, look.
Somebody can get.
I got it.
You got it. All right. And then hold Ecclesiastes 8, starting at verse 11.
All right.
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 17 and 11. An evil man seeketh only rebellion, therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him.
Yeah, the evil man seeketh only rebellion, man. All right, look at these guys that's supposedly supposed to be in Israel, right? And I call them, I don't give a damn. ISUPK, IUIC, the New Genesis bug outs, right? These guys are only seeking after rebellion. You know what I mean? Because they, you know, come on, man. At the end of the day, these niggas know what they teaching is some bullshit. Well, just at Elder Manata Zakba's camp in South Carolina, you had Jake that came to the camp, and he pretty much admitted, like, yeah, man, such and such. I guess when the One West days, when they broke off, and the men broke off and was talking shit, he said, I was one of them men, and I repented for that.
Yep.
And I was wrong about that.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
He a recent dude. I know
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
yeah. He was like, man, I was wrong for that, man. I know I should have did it. I should have did it. So if he know that what that shit is wrong, you think them niggas don't know that they're in error? But the thing is they've gotten so many followers off of this rebellion, right? You got niggas like I seen them niggas on the Genesis boys. The panel they had, it seemed like their whole panel is just all about, they've all come together because it's screw GMS. You know what I mean? You niggas have just came together on some screw GMS type thing. So, but what happens if they was to flip the switch and be like, nah, GMS got it? They lose 75% of their followers, man. So what that mean? That means that they got to keep on going with their rebellion, right? Because it's getting them money, it's getting them fame and admiration. It's making it to where they can get on these podcasts and talk about, you know, they can seem like they're the most holiest prophet.
World friendly.
But it's just rebellion, because you shouldn't be trying to aim to be world friendly, man.
Yeah.
The truth is not world friendly, man. We've already established that. How many times do we have to prove that? Every time we come out here, okay, it's always somebody trying to cuss us out, motherfuckers mad at us. Does it look like we out here trying to be fucking world friendly, man?
Yeah, they can't prove us wrong.
Yeah. We're concerned about being no fucking world friendly. We ain't trying to go on no fucking podcast and debate with no goofs. Okay, but you niggas are doing it because you're in rebellion. You're doing things that the Heavenly Father told you not to do. All right? You doing unnecessary shit. The Lord ain't never said, well, you already seen how the Lord felt about you trying to sell the truth. Didn't he go up in there and whoop them niggas' ass? Wasn't that proof enough?
Yeah.
But what you niggas doing? You got cash apps attached. You know what I'm saying? You got all these donations. How the hell is Al-Azhar making thousands of dollars in Sakari when he was in Sakari? How is you doing that, bro? You know what I'm saying?
That's why them niggas is breaking down the scriptures wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why them niggas is they teaching false doctrine now, because that pride and you know that vainglory is blinding them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, you know, we getting 30,000 a month, we making this money. The truth don't really matter no more.
Right.
That's how you people act. As long as it's a dollar bill behind it, huh? And that's gonna get your stupid ass destroyed. Dumb motherfucker. That's Elon, stupid ass.
Yeah. You know,
He tried to look crazy like he's tough. You niggas ain't tough. You're not tough at all, man. We call you niggas bluff every day. Fuck out of here. You see the look he tried to?
Yeah.
That's because he with a woman.
Yep.
Not understanding he get his ass beaten, you know? I'm not saying we gonna do it, but you niggas, man, look. That's all I'm gonna say.
But that's what rebellion does.
Yeah.
Rebellion is a false sense of pride. It's a false sense of confidence, to where you think that you could go inside. You got niggas that go inside of the bar and try to challenge everybody. I don't give a fuck.
Get his ass
and
beat.
get his fucking ass stumped the fuck out, man.
That's that false. You niggas in America, man. You niggas are the weakest men on earth.
That shit creates a delusion, man.
Yeah, niggas are
Rebellion,
delusional
man.
over here, man.
You tap into that rebellion against the Lord. You now you're just it's just a false delusion on you.
The scriptures say the men in the West shall be as women. The men over here in America, in the West, are like women. You know what I'm saying? That's the delusion, man. You can't be tough in Babylon the Great without the truth, without the Spirit of the Lord. This place is the home of homosexuals. Okay, the home of the not the home of the free and the brave, the home of the clowns and the slaves. You know, you're a joke, man. You know, this place is not about the truth. It's all about being adverse to the truth. So you're nothing but a bunch of homosexuals, clowns, bitches and sluts over here, man.
Thinking you're doing something.
Thinking you're doing something, man. But just look at the evidence. You know? God damn.
Can we get Isaiah 1 and 3?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna jump to this Ecclesiastes, and then we'll get into that story of Saul, and that's all I got.
You can't come up against you can't say what we're saying is wrong.
Yeah.
We could go into every problem that people are facing in society. Some people are suffering dramatically.
Yeah.
And we could go into scriptures and show you how if the laws of the Most High were being kept,
Yeah.
okay,
You wouldn't have to worry about
you'd
that.
be okay, man. You and your family would be okay, man.
But they choose, they like the scriptures say, they choose to stay on the pressure.
Exactly.
Make flesh their arm. You know what I mean? Because it's appeasing to the flesh. And then I don't know what that is, but it's like this little wicked ass little demon everybody got in them to where it's like, I'm going against the Most High.
Who are you?
God said not to do it. I'm gonna do it anyways because they think that they think that that's involving. You know what I mean? God said not to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So what does that make me? Does that make me better than God? No, nigga, it makes you a fucking idiot. Okay? Let's get that Isaiah.
This is Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Yeah, so you got these animals, man. They know where they belong. When you see the sheep, right? The sheep usually they got that big ass herd, and they gather right up in that barnyard, on schedule, clockwork, right? The cows, the same thing. You see, so you got animals that understand their position in society.
And those are docile animals.
Those are docile animals that understand, they thoroughly understand their position in society. All right? Go ahead.
But Israel doeth not know, my people doth not consider.
Yeah, you don't know. And you don't know because you refuse to come get the understanding from the prophets. Even when you come up here, you always coming up here with some little punk ass, little mischievous shit, like that little Israel, like remember that nigga, the little Mexican nigga? Oh, the Israelite handshake. That's why we ain't deal with no nigga like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because
And he was
we already know what the fuck you doing, man. But why couldn't he just come up here? Because he was trying to act like he up here to like learn something and then break bread. But it's like, bro, why couldn't you just come up here and just be cool or just ask a genuine question? You niggas always got some mischievous shit, so you don't really want to know. Right, and then when the word is being brought out to you, you don't consider it. You don't take this and make it a part of your daily schedule. You don't take it serious. Ultimately, you start thinking that, well, I mean, that's just y'all thing going on. I'm living my life how I'm living. Well, I mean, nigga, what you doing has got you all fucked up, man. Right, to where now, you know what I mean. You all bugged out when you come up to the altar of the Lord. You all bugged out when you come to the prophets. Nigga, Jake be bugged the fuck out, man. We gotta like lower our spirit just to talk to these niggas, man. It's like, what's wrong with this nigga,
Because
man?
they don't want to hear it from us.
Yeah.
They say what they said to the Lord, like, where do you get your authority?
Right.
We get our authority from the Most High and His Son.
Believe it or not.
And it's not attached to anything worldly. That's why these people don't want to hear it. Because if we was up here, and we'll show you how to have suits on. We'll show you how to invest and how to
Crypto.
motherfuckers to listen to the, you know, like the Lord told them followers, the people that came along for the food. He said, look, you only came along because I fed you. All right, but the true bread is this word that cometh from heaven. You know? Hey, seek ye the kingdom first and all should be added. If you serve the Most High, you're never gonna go hungry. Okay? You're gonna always be taken care of, but you know.
Yeah, these niggas, Jake just don't want to do the right thing. And you know what? And that's what the Lord showed us in the wilderness. The Lord pretty much showed us like, look, at the end of the day, these niggas just ain't gonna do the right thing. even Moses said that before he died. He said, look, I know after I die, I know you niggas is going to go off again.
He said it, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, Jake, our people, get that real quick, stiff-necked and rebellious people. Jake is just stiff-necked and rebellious for no goddamn reason at this point. You know what I mean? Really for no reason now. Because, I mean, we're at the end, right? The Lord has set up the prophets. The Lord, you know, he got things going on in the sky that the so-called white man can't explain. The truth is starting to flourish more and more about who the devil is, who we really are as a people. There's no reason why your ass should be ignorant now, man. With all the content that's going out on the internet, you still ignorant. You still acting like you don't know what the fuck going on. No, nigga, it's because you're at this point. If you don't have an inkling of what's going on at this point, you are open rebellion, man. All right, you are choosing rebellion on your day-to-day, man.
Well, that's why the serpent got incentives for people, social media influencers, where you can make thousands of dollars to set up a podcast and just make sure you don't say certain things. Esau incentivizes that to drown out the prophets, because technically, in all reality, the only people that's supposed to be speaking are the prophets.
Right.
And you can see over the years how the so-called white man, I'm gonna say, you know, because he's in control of the shit, incentivize all of these different social media platforms to drown out what we're saying and to even speak the same things we're saying, to create more confusion. That's part of the serpent's tactic too. But ultimately, the Lord got that set up, because the Lord has sifters and left-hand agents to keep you sifted away from this truth, because this truth is only for the elect. So ultimately, like we were saying, the serpent works for the left hand of the Most High. He's there to do a job, you know.
Yeah. The serpent will put them niggas in a suit and make them niggas look like, oh, it's popping over here.
Yep.
Like Andrew Tate. Niggas will listen to Andrew Tate before they listen to the prophets, because, well, look, Andrew Tate got the bitches, he got the cars, he got the shit. So why would we listen to the prophets, the men that ain't got nothing on the corner, when Andrew Tate got all the shit that we actually want?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
In Romans, it said that the Lord creation was subject to vanity.
Right.
The Lord made creation subject to vanity. So that's the whole story of the serpent and the sons of Adam, you know, us coming back to our glory, us falling from that glory because we were enchanted by the serpent. But what did I just say?
You said
You're being enchanted by the serpent.
No, but before that though, I said
the glory.
damn, what did I say?
Yeah, we off. Yeah, we off. Yeah. It's all good. You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
This is Exodus 32
It happens.
and 9. And Yahweh said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
Yeah, there's a stiff-necked people, niggas. You know, being stiff-necked is like you got your head to the sky, nigga can't tell me nothing. You know, like Esau. If you ever worked with an Edomite, you ever you know, been on the job with an Edomite, especially if Esau is your boss, a real Edomite is your boss, bro, he's a very proud ass nigga, man. Like, yo, this nigga, you know, and it's not every time he's gonna be a demon and just try to fuck you over, but it's just like he walking around the office proud, like he know it all.
Weird.
You know what I mean? Nigga got an answer for every goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude think he know everything. That's how Jake is, man. Jake is think you can't tell a nigga nothing, man. You can't tell a nigga to stop smoking weed. You can't tell a bitch, like we was telling them women right now. But we said, you know, real women chase after men that don't put them first. Nuh-uh, bitch, you know that. You chasing a nigga that don't put you first.
Well, they showed up looking at, one of them was fine as hell.
Yeah.
With a smile on. You see how they,
Yeah.
really they wanted to talk to us and, you know.
Yeah.
But that's the spirit. How many niggas can they just walk on?
Yeah.
Women truly don't want to be able to walk over you, man. But if they could get something out of you, why not?
Yeah.
You know?
But at first they was stiff necked.
Yeah.
They was trying to give us that stiff neck, like, nah, that ain't what it is. And with our people, it just be stiff necked for no reason, right? You already know homosexuality is you know that ain't right, man. A child will tell you that ain't right, man. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? But a nigga, nah, man, nigga. I mean, look, let people love who they want to love. You stiff necked, nigga. You don't want to listen to what's right. Go ahead.
Yep, okay, let me see. This is back in Isaiah 1 and 3. I'm gonna jump to verse 4.
No. The rebellious. It was the stiff neck and rebellious.
Oh, yeah,
people.
Con, we bouncing around.
Yeah.
Okay, Con.
That's what I wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Read that again.
Yep, this is Exodus 32 and 9. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them.
It's supposed to be one that says a stiff-necked and rebellious.
I think it's in Deuteronomy.
Rebellious. Look,
I know it's in Ezekiel.
it's in Deuteronomy. Rebellious people.
I think it's Deuteronomy 31,
Let me see.
27.
Yeah, no, it's Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Yeah, it's Isaiah 30 and 9. Yep, yeah, let's get that real quick. Isaiah 30 and 9 real quick.
I got it here.
No, yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 9.
Uh-huh.
That this is a rebellious people.
Read up. Look, what does it say? Verse 8? Let me see.
Verse
what-
8.
Yeah, go ahead. Read verse 8. Start at verse 8.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 8. Go now, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come, forever and ever.
Yeah, so the Lord was pretty much, basically make a publication about, the wickedness of our people. Let it be known, right? And that's what we're doing. Isaiah 58 and 1. Lift up thy voice as a trumpet and sheet my people their transgressions, right? So there's plenty of scriptures. Motherfuckers want to ask, what y'all doing out here? Why y'all out here? Nigga, the Lord told us to be out here. The Lord said, go publicize this, man, right? Go declare this upon the housetops to the wicked of my people. Tell them this. Go ahead.
That this is a rebellious people.
Yeah, you Israelites, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're rebellious, man. And this is why ICE is coming to come kick down that door. Okay? This is why ICE is kicking down that fucking door, man. All right? Because of your rebellion, man. You don't want to believe in the Lord. Okay, well, let's see if you believe in the devil then, man. Because apparently now Jake don't think nothing is real. Jake don't believe in God or the devil. That's how bugged out Jake has begun. He don't believe in God or the devil.
This only the beginning. It's going to get so evil on you, tribes, you're going to believe in the devil.
Yeah.
Right now, you just think, okay, this is Donald Trump's policy. Nah, with the Lord, we're warning you before that time, that great day, when the Lord really unleashes these spirits created for vengeance, okay, he's going to unleash these spirits into your number one enemy, Esau, Edom, and his policies, his military. You're going to start to believe that there's a devil, and there's a very evil side on these people, man. But right now, you still fucking around. That's why the Lord got to bring the scourges, like the scriptures say.
And in turn, if you believe in the devil, you got to believe in the Lord.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, you Jakes, you don't want to believe in him? Well, he's going to introduce you, like we read in Proverbs 17, an evil messenger is going to be sent after him, right? For your rebellion, man.
The Lord going to say, get away from me. I don't know you.
Yep.
That's what the devil is going to set you up for. Because when you call on God, when you get ready to go back to the spirit realm, God help me, Jesus help. Then the Lord gonna be like, he gonna do the same thing to you that you've been doing to him. I don't really need you, I'm good right now.
Yeah, I'm cool, man.
It speaks about that in Proverbs, the first chapter. So everything has a purpose, you see. The joke is on you.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children.
Lying children, lying to themselves. Jake is lying to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Telling themselves that God is with me, I'm doing this. Look at them niggas in the church, a complete lie. The black Christian church is a fucking lie.
Yeah.
What is that? Them niggas jumping around, doing them tongues. I seen niggas fall out on the floor one time. Like, nigga, get your ass up, bro. I was just hanging out with you yesterday, nigga.
Yeah.
You was just smoking, nigga.
Yeah.
Now you falling out on the fucking floor doing this goddamn tongue shit. You know what I'm saying? They're lying people, bro.
No edification out of that.
None, you know what I mean? Just lying to everything, bro. Deceiving themselves, man. Deceiving and being deceived.
Look at the women in the Christian church.
Yeah.
Where are the virtuous women that's raising their daughters to stay virgins and find a man that truly seeks the Most High? We don't see that within the black community. All we see is, hey, in the black community, you got churches on every goddamn street. Niggas jumping around, the Latinos too. But all you see is a bunch of whores, wannabe thugs. Where's the fruit of the Bible? We show you the Lord, like the scriptures say, the Lord don't dwell in temples made by the hands of men. Christianity is a scam. You people don't even know where Christianity come from. You don't see the fruits of the Bible coming out of Christianity. All you see is more and more rebellion, feminism, and homosexuality, man.
I'll tell you one thing, when that CV-19 jab came out, who you think was right there getting that jab? It was the Black Christian Church.
Yup.
I think in some cases they had the jab being administered in the fucking church. Hey, you know, the motherfucking whatever they call the FDA or whatever organization, WHO, they took over the black church and said, nigga, we gonna jab niggas in here. All right, so nigga, it ain't no fruit going on up in there. It's just a bunch of lies. You know,
It's the church right here.
yeah, this is it right here. We ain't telling you a lie. You might not like it, but I mean, that's on you, man. You need to figure out why you don't like the truth.
It's a worldwide thing. The actual body, the church, the body, we're all around the world. You know, the Lord got us spread all around the earth, the prophets. All right, and we ain't gonna look like what you want us to look like. You know, this world has just deceived you on what this really is and how we supposed to look. Okay?
Go ahead, finish that off.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Keep going. Yeah, children that would not hear the law of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Whenever righteousness is brought forth, and you know, we tell our people that, look, you got to live by this standard. They think that it's boring.
Yeah.
But what the fuck are you doing? What you know what I mean? A nigga that think this is boring, but smoking a Black and Mild in front of a 7-Eleven is not?
Yeah.
That's boring as hell. When I was in the world, I was bored out of my mind. You know what I'm saying? For real. I was really bored out of my fucking mind. I mean, it was wicked. And yeah, you have more shit to do when you being wicked, but really, it was the same wicked ass pattern.
Well, it don't
You
feel
know?
good.
It don't feel good.
Smoking a Black and Mild don't make you feel good.
Good, bro.
I used to smoke that shit
You feel
every
like
once
an
in a
idiot,
while.
man.
But it's the thrill of, okay, I could do this.
Yeah. I'm on.
You don't even know why. I'm smoking this black. I got this tall can.
Yeah.
I got this 40 ounce. But really, you feel like shit.
Yeah. You do.
A holistic lifestyle. You're on ashwagandha. You don't smoke. You work out. You feel great.
Yeah.
You think better. Just with that little bit of discipline.
Yeah.
That little bit of knowledge. But guess what? Smoking a cigarette, you know, I don't know. I guess it's just a thrill because you don't feel good. You feel like shit, but it's like shit. I need another cigarette.
I mean, no, man. I
It's-
just something about it.
It's that instant numbness that go away after like 20 seconds.
That bullshit.
Yeah, I feel anxious right now. Let me light this cigarette. And then,
You want to look cool in front of the bitches.
yeah.
You know, the bitches want to play a game. And so everybody's caught up in this little wicked little fucking Tasmanian devil strategy that everybody's working. You people about to be destroyed for it, man.
And it's an actual cure to the anxiety. You don't have to light up a cigarette. Lighting up a cigarette really proves that you're a shaky, a nervous wreck. And that's not the trait of, that's not supposed to be a trait of a man. So if you do it, like we were saying, you do it the natural way, you could do the right way and work on your anxiety to where you be so spiritually fortified, health-wise, mind, body, spirit.
Well, they got CBD oil.
Oh, yeah.
You can use CBD oil. Don't that help with anxiety? But niggas, it's something about that little wicked little taste.
Yeah, working out.
That's what I'm saying. Jake it's like Jake is addicted to rebelling against the Lord. He's addicted to rebellion. It's all about, because the Most High said I can't do it. The prophets out there said that I can't do it. Who the fuck are them niggas, man?
And now you
know?
become low vibrational.
Yep.
And you frequent, okay, your frequency matches up with other low frequencies.
Yep.
And you wonder why you got demons on you. You wonder why you stuttering. You wonder why your eye twitching.
Yep.
You know, you wonder why you start diving into the low-level doctrines. Now you believe in the reptilian.
Now you got your
It go back to smoking.
blue face. Now you done tatted your whole face up.
Tatted your whole face up.
You know what I
Because
mean?
you're in a low vibration. So there's no limits to what you can do when you're functioning from a low vibration and you think it's cool. Nigga, Blueface looks way worse than he
He
did.
looks ridiculous.
Horrible.
He
What's wrong
looked
with
through
that?
now.
He's all out of weight. Remember, back then he was skinnier. He looked healthier.
Yeah.
Now he look all out of shape. He got a beer belly.
You look inflamed.
Like, nigga, how you go to prison and get a real beer belly,
You
bro?
look sick.
You know what I mean? You know, they got I mean, come on, man. But that's
That's low vibration.
low vibration right there.
That
man.
rebellion.
That rebellion, bro. That's all that shit gets you. It gets you destroyed, man. Keep going.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto
Yeah.
us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Yeah, don't tell us the right thing. Jake don't want to hear the right thing. Right? The right thing rubs them the wrong way, man. You know what I mean?
You know, smooth things.
Yeah.
That's why the pastor be up in there. You
Tell you
know,
what you wanna
Tuesday.
hear.
Yeah.
That nigga don't even
Nigga be
saying nothing.
skating across the stage.
That
Sure,
nigga,
Jesus.
he just make a bunch of noises that Jake gravitates to because, you know, Jake can hear I don't know what Jake hear with that shit. You know, that shit, I don't know what the fuck that is, yo. It's a demon. That's what it is.
You sow into me,
Yeah.
God is gonna bless you.
Yeah. That nigga just
know what
keeps
I'm saying?
saying that out loud, man. You know what I mean? That little you know, that shit is ridiculous, yo. That's not the right understanding of the Heavenly Father.
That shit was funny.
But when we tell you the right understanding of the Heavenly Father, that a woman is supposed to be covered up, right? That a man is supposed to be this way, a woman is supposed to be this way. You think we, you know, you look at us like we got 17 heads up here or something, man. Like we're completely out of our mind. But you know what I mean? But what you live in your natural day-to-day life, that's not out of your mind. You're not out of your mind. You people in America, you're not even on the level of motherfuckers outside of this country. People outside of this country look at the average American as a low vibrational jackass, man. I'm telling you, they really do.
If this is a
So-
God-fearing country, why don't you come to us and debate with us with the word and say, oh,
Yeah.
you guys are wrong?
Yeah.
We now that we go into the scriptures, now we crazy.
Yeah.
But you say that you fear God, it's a
Right.
God-fearing country. But when we actually go into the scriptures and start edifying,
peeling it later.
like your pastors don't do, now we're extremists and we're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because they don't want to hear the right thing. You just don't want to hear the right thing, man. All right, that's all it is. You're rebellion. You're rebellious, okay, and you want to do shit your way, but you don't understand, nigga. You're on borrowed time. You know, these bodies that we're in don't belong to us, man.
The Lord sent us. That's what you people don't understand.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Yeah.
Because this is spiritual. And everybody think they spiritual just because they rocking crystals and burning sage. No, to be spiritual is to understand the mind of the Most High. Who's the ultimate spirit? Who gave you your spirit?
Yeah.
So you people don't know if a man of the Lord is in front of you or not.
You have no idea.
You have no clue.
You can't even discern it because you so caught up in your little punk ass rebellion.
And your
You know,
opinion, your own
and
opinion.
your own little bitch ass little rebellion about girls can do it too. No, you fucking can't, man.
Or like
Alright? No, you cannot, man.
like you created the elements.
Yeah, you don't know shit.
You have an opinion like you created the elements or something.
Like you like what you say is gonna rock the universe. You don't know shit. Okay, and the Lord was gracious enough to give you the playbook in the Bible, and you won't even listen to that. So what the fuck are you? You're a goddamn reprobate jackass, man, in America, man.
And the Lord sent us with an urgent message. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, by the time all this hell break loose, like we've been saying, you're going to want to hear the message. See, that's how the Lord got you people in a trick bag. He going to pull us off the streets. He going to shut us off the internet.
Yup.
The famine of the word in Amos. And guess what? The scriptures say that people going to go to and fro looking for the truth, desiring to hear the prophets. You ain't going to be able to get the truth. Because right now, we putting the pieces of the puzzle together for you. All right, these prophecies. But when that time comes, you're going to be like, oh, shit. I thought America was going to go on another 20 years. I ain't got no more time. What's happening?
Yeah, we're God. Everybody gonna be out here crying for God. Watch, when they shut the lights out, when they enforce martial law out here, God, nigga looking for God. Where the men at? Where the men at with the Bibles on the corners? I was driving past them every week.
We heard them saying something like that.
They was breaking it down. Were they still out there?
What's the name of God? They were saying something with a Y.
Yeah.
You're going to be calling on Jesus Christ and you're going to
Yeah.
get your head busted wide open.
Put your faggot ass to death, man. All right, that's what's gonna happen because you refuse to listen to the word of the Lord.
And you know, a lot of people still don't understand that Jesus Christ is a fictional character. The true name of the one that they made that fictional character behind is Yahushua. Jake won't even get that.
Yeah.
You know?
Won't even get that far.
So who you gonna call on, man?
Jake, yeah, like you said, Jake won't even. Jake is so rebellious. Jake could be as black as a goddamn as his brother's shirt, and you tell him, man, the Most High look like you. Ah, nigga, shut up, nigga.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, what you talking about, nigga? You's a Middle Eastern. It's like, dude, you Jakes are completely rebellious at this point. That's why you got to be destroyed.
Yeah.
You're good for nothing. You are literally good for nothing now if you can't even accept that the Heavenly Father is a so-called black man. When I heard that, I was so happy. I was so goddamn happy. I was like, yeah, man, we are. I knew we was great people.
It makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense, yo.
It makes all the sense in the world.
Jake ain't even happy about that. Jake just a bitter ass, like a bitter baby mama. That what Jake is on.
And you can tell we're the people of the Most High.
Yeah.
I mean,
Clearly.
a lot of our people are corrupted, but you could tell that we're those people. The Lord left evidence. Why are these people always the light upon a hill? Why are they always the salt of the earth?
Right.
Why is the whole world mimicking these people and they're supposed to be at the bottom? Even with us being at the bottom, the whole world is mimicking and watching us. We set all the standards.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, that's just the Lord showing off, even in our captivity. Like, okay, yeah, my people fucked up, but this is them. You know?
Even as I was watching that Diddy documentary, they said Diddy don't have no musical talent, but they said the nigga just got famous because nigga just had swag. You know, as wicked as he is, now Diddy's a wicked ass nigga. Yeah, it's on 20. It's all good. We finna close it up in a minute, but my point is that look, I'm not giving no credit to Diddy. Diddy's a wicked ass nigga. He gonna be destroyed. But it's just the proof that Jake could just be famous off of swagger alone. Jake don't even need talent. He just be just post up in the corner and he just, hey man, I gotta give him $1 million, man. That's how much of the salt of the earth we are, and we trying to tell our people to come back to that, and they get mad at us. But meanwhile, a nigga want to be the man. He want to be the man on the block. But nigga, this is how you be the ultimate man, through Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man. Okay.
These nations want to steal our glory. Why you think they say in the black community, the black dollar, what, it's like billions a year? Okay, they had to stop that and integrate us with these other people to spread so we could give our money back to them. Because naturally, like it said about the women of Israel back during the time of Pharaoh, it says that our women are lively people. We're so lively, okay, we're going to set trends. 1 month, okay, we all want gold necklaces. Look at how so-called black people take something and make it $1 billion
corporation.
That's just by the spirit. That's who we are. Yep. You look at these other nations, they don't set trends. Yep. So they can't establish that same, you know, influential, you know, spirit when it comes to the money system, you know, but that's off raw. The money system is fake, it's rigged. But what I'm trying to show you, the spirit of Israel. You can't have a people like that that's like lively sparks, bartering and teaching among themselves and you know what I'm saying, building among themselves. They become trillionaires overnight. That's the U.S. government literally, okay, bombed the so-called black communities that were being built post Reconstruction era after slavery. We were doing far better than you so-called white people. We had our own grocery stores, lawyers, doctors. Okay, then what? You socialized us with this black culture.
Bullshit.
You know, so really you want to talk about black fatigue, you experimented on our people. So you other nations are inferior to us, man.
And you know, our people,
fuck out of here.
They're
man.
supposed to come back to that knowledge and be proud of this, but they not.
Yep.
We telling them this, we telling them that the so-called white man is the enemy and everything he did against you, and you still like, but he the white man though, he cool.
Yeah,
well, go ahead and go suck his dick and die then, nigga.
Yeah.
You fucking fat.
Just do that.
All right, just go ahead and get the fuck out and get ready to die then, nigga. You want to stay here in America, then get ready to die, man.
That's really what you Jakes have. You have infatuation, you're a bunch of homosexuals.
Yeah.
Just get on your knees and stop playing.
Yeah.
You know, like
here,
physically, just get with the nigga then.
Yeah.
Damn.
God damn. He can do no wrong. Are you serious? Let's get this last one. This is Ecclesiastes 8.
You know what we talking about. These niggas know what we talking about.
They know.
That infatuation you got with the so-called white man. What is that?
That shit is sick, bro.
Big ass, grown ass niggas and Latinos.
Like a bitch ass nigga like Anton Daniels. You know what I'm saying? I can't
big
stand that
sweet
big
ass
faggot motherfucker, man. Straight up. We could call you that.
I hate that nigga.
We could call you that because we seen you with that on that interview with Fleece Johnson.
Yep.
And your bitch ass was sitting there flirting with Fleece Johnson, man. Go look it up. You know
what you would do to me?
Yeah, we can't gay ass. Are you serious? That nigga was squirming in the chair with Fleece Johnson, man. Gay boy.
Way that nigga talking everything.
All right, but a nigga like him, he got everything to say. I mean, yeah, okay, he going in on the black woman. He going in how the nigga ain't shit, how niggas ain't shit. But you never hear him say the so-called white man is the devil, and he's the reason for all our problems. Actually, I think a brother that's what made him mad at the Israelites, because we called him out for that, and he basically was like, man, y'all tripping, man. The white man ain't never did nothing to me. Y'all just mad. Y'all can't get ahead.
Cause you took a gift, nigga. A gift destroyed the heart. All you celebrities, you took a fucking token from the devil. So of course you gonna say he ain't too bad. But look at the rest of your people though. You're a bunch of cowards. Even Moses, he chose to suffer with his people.
Yeah.
Than to be rich in Pharaoh's house, man. That's a real fucking warrior.
Yeah.
You thug nigga, you talking about you destroy your own people. You know, you celebrities, you destroy your own people, Rihanna's. the Beyonce, the Chris Browns. As much as you niggas love Chris Brown, he's part of the reason for the black woman's destruction, man.
Why ain't these celebrities told Jake, hey, don't get into this music industry, man, because you're gonna have to worship Satan. Don't be like me. They stayed. You ain't giving your people that knowledge, man. You just. Okay, man. That's what's up, young brother. You got your record deal? You know this nigga finna sell his soul to Satan.
And what are they promoting? Okay, they sold, but what are they selling you?
Yeah.
They're selling you the fast life. They're selling you promiscuity. That's gonna get you motherfuckers killed real soon. Okay, that's why we out here. The Lord is getting ready to start dealing with all this wickedness, man. You women and you men. Okay? Most of you ain't gonna make it out of this decade, man.
Punk ass little cute relationships these niggas think they established is what's gonna get them to the kingdom.
It's not rooted upon the truth. It's not rooted upon Yahweh Shema Shai, the Most High, man. Everything that's not rooted upon the Most High is getting ready to go back to the spirit realm.
Yep.
And that's the urgent message we come out here with.
Death by pain too.
That's right.
Death by pain too. Go ahead. Let's finish this off right here. Go to 13.
Right. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, starting at verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Basically, people are out here doing wickedness and they're not really getting disciplined for it. Now, there's certain penalties, that okay, you do this, Esau come get you. But what about all of the other, things that go contrary to the scriptures that people don't have to be held accountable for? Like, what's the penalty for a woman stepping out on her husband and sleeping with another man? What's the penalty for a motherfucker having a goddamn seafood broil? You know what I'm saying? What's the penalty for that, man? What's the penalty for homosexuality? What's the penalty for promoting that to children?
Notice there is no penalty because these are the things that destroy the Israelite community, the so-called Black, Latino, Native American man. That's why it's not a penalty. As long as Negroes, Latinos, okay, God's people could be homosexuals, it's not going to be illegal. Because guess what? The super elite, they people get, you know what? That's the way of the Greco-Roman people, the Edomites, homosexuality. All right, but that's their customary ways. But as long as our people, that's the ultimate destruction of our people. Whoredom. Our women, okay, not being pure is destroying God's people. Are not supposed, the women of our nation are not supposed to be like that. Every woman we get is supposed to be a virgin. You know what I'm saying?
But all of this freaky ass behavior has never been nipped in the bud.
And and they supposed to seek out a man of understanding, the wisdom of the Most High, not a nigga with a brand new Tesla. That's the ways of the heathen. That's why you have the black community. That's why you have the degeneracy in our nations, man. And that's why ISIS is being set up. And we're only in the beginning. That's why the so-called white man is starting to point the finger at who? Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans to what? Accuse you so that he can exterminate your ass. That's what's coming. And Jake will not hear the prophets. Jake think they okay.
Just refuse anything but us. We'll see, nigga. We'll see in the coming future. Go ahead.
Therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully set to them to do evil.
Yeah, setting them to do evil. So everybody's out of control, right? Because wickedness is not getting nipped in the bud. A bitch like Sexy Red was supposed to be burnt at the stake in front of the whole goddamn world. Look, this is what happens to a fucking whore. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens to a nigga like Saucy Santana, right? There's even in the scriptures, the Lord has certain laws where if you caught one nigga doing wickedness, the whole city's supposed to put their hands on that nigga, man, right? And make a public example of him, and then they'll say at the end to put that evil away from among you, man.
Idolatry. How many lives have been destroyed behind whoredom, behind women being promiscuous? How many men, Israelite men, have went to the grave? How many men have killed each other? How many men, the family, the children, single mother? See, this world makes that a light thing. And then you want to point the finger at black fatigue. No, it's the system. Okay, it's the indoctrination. That's like murdering a man. The children, they be okay with a single mom.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like it all comes. That's why the Lord said, hey, look, for this certain thing, get rid of that and make it an example. Yeah. These people say, oh, that's evil. No, you burn a whore. Yeah. And you make her an example to the other women to say, this is what happens when you sleep around. Yeah. You get your head chopped off. That's a righteous thing according to the Bible. And guess what? The Lord is he's going to bring that back. You know, the so-called white man protects that behavior. But look at all of the murders, all of the degeneracy, all of the destruction, man.
And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, yeah, it might be vicious. It might be a vicious judgment, but nigga, do you want it to stop or what?
Yeah.
I want it to stop. I don't
Yeah.
want these motherfuckers to be horrors. So if that's what's gotta happen, let that be the judgment then, so that way it stops.
But look what comes out of that, cuckism.
Yeah.
Look
Yep.
at the men behind that.
Yep.
You men are being made cucks. Weak, noodle-back faggots. That's like an usher into the homosexual realm.
Yeah, it is.
When a man accepts women being Jezebels and being a queen over him and shit. That's why men are homosexuals, man.
Well, that is the next step, because once you allow that, then what's stopping her from being like, hey, babe, I bought this goddamn
Strap on.
I bought the Alizar strap. You know,
You accept that doctrine,
I bought the Alizar strap.
now you admire women. A man is supposed to admire Superman or
Right.
some shit like that.
Right.
Going to MMA cage and learning how to fight.
Right.
Now niggas is sitting in the mirror
Yeah.
doing a tutorial
Yeah.
with some
Fast,
lipstick.
Punk ass nigga.
How is that cool? Like, when did that get cool?
Yeah, that's some bitch ass shit, man.
Fingernail
I can't
polish.
stand that punk ass shit, man.
And women are still fuck with these niggas with fingernail polish on.
Punk ass shit like that, man.
That's crazy, man.
Weak shit like that, man. You people gotta go, man. Your rebellion is really it's really, you know, it's I'm not irritating is not even the word. You know, it's disgusting, man.
But
You know?
but you got men in America in the West that claim they thugs in hard and hardcore. But this is the normalcy. The scriptures say that this is spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. How tough can you be if you're actually for this place?
Right.
That's like calling yourself a sodomite. Niggas wearing fingernail polish, but you tough. No, the Bible's tough. The Bible said cut a nigga's fucking shit off. Put his shit back in the spirit realm for that, man.
Yeah. That's weak, man.
That's weak as hell. No, the Bible's tough.
Yeah. You people, that's why you don't want to deal with it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes.
And real quick, you people are really supposed to rebel against this world,
Yup.
not rebel against the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, and verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times,
And this is for all you people. Just because you think you're comfortable in your wickedness, and the Lord ain't got your ass yet, okay? Hey, best believe, Yahweh Shem Shai, okay, he's getting ready to start calling them numbers, man.
That message.
Yeah.
You sent me that video. That was
Yeah,
beautiful.
oh yeah, that was, yeah, you see?
Lord warned us, like, don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah, don't worry. I got them. I got these niggas. You know, I got them. Don't even trip. I'm on the way, and I'm gonna get their ass. The Lord gonna get you fucking people, man. All right. The Lord gonna crash this society. He gonna watch you people squirm with no answers, man.
That's when we gonna shine. You gonna be
Yeah.
hurt.
Lord gonna pluck, and when the Lord shut this down, it's gonna be like an assassin. He gonna pluck all the y'all niggas off one by one in different gruesome ways, man.
And he gonna make us ashamed to you, like, because he gonna glorify his name.
Yeah, like this is what you were supposed to be.
Yeah, this is what you see. You should have listened.
Should have listened. See, look. Now you ain't got no limbs.
You gonna know we the men of the Lord.
Yeah.
Even if we don't tell you, you gonna look at the state we're in and be like, damn, them people are blessed. The Lord is with them.
Yeah. Something about them.
You know, that's when we gonna shine.
You know, and the Lord gonna put the Spirit on us to just quote something out the Scripture. Like, God damn, it is Him. But nigga, you already too on a low vibration. You already rebelled too. You went too beyond, man. Go ahead.
though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged,
Yeah, your days be prolonged. Niggas think because they in America, they just gonna keep on doing this punk ass shit, hanging out in alleys, smoking at the park, man. You just think you just gonna keep at it, huh? You know, you just you sluts just think you just gonna, it's Saturday night. You know, the hose is coming out tonight. The hose is coming out tonight, and you know, they about to try to run it up at the bar.
Jake over there getting shot.
Yeah, look, they getting, yeah, I just seen her, yep. Beating his ass. God damn. Well,
Probably did some fuck shit. You know how these niggas be goofy.
Yo,
Yeah, knocked him out.
Unfortunately, that's probably what he get, because them niggas be acting fucking stupid all day.
knocked his ass out. You see that?
A lot of judges, Southern Kingdom is sick of these motherfuckers. Man. I'm not saying these to the right, but I do know them fucking
Well, let's just hurry
motherfuckers. That's the judgment of the Lord.
Yep, we supposed to feel bad for that?
Yeah, we don't feel bad for that.
Yeah.
And they so busy watching us, and they be thinking we don't see them. They come over here and watch us. Nigga, why don't you report something for real?
Yeah,
Clown.
but this nigga just got knocked out. I mean,
He ain't even paying attention.
he ain't gonna do nothing.
Hey,
Yeah, whatever. Let's just finish this off so we can get out of here for these niggas. Bigger ass.
Ecclesiastes 8 and 12.
Go ahead.
This Ecclesiastes 8 and 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged,
Yep.
yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, which fear before him.
Yeah, you know, those that believe in the Lord, all right, you know, it's gonna be well with us, man, because you know we stepped up to the plate, man. You see, the Lord is looking for able-bodied men who are willing to step up to the plate, all right, and call out the oppression straight to his face. All right, don't be like these simple ass American goofy ass niggas that just want to, you know, all you're concerned about is going out on a date, you know, and looking cute in the mirror, right? Carnal dumb shit. NBA 2K, what's the next? You still got niggas worried about the new Madden that's coming out. Fuck Madden, nigga. Okay, but what about prophecy, man? What about the Lord is getting ready to redeem his people? You don't hear these niggas talking about that except the hopeful elect. So it's going to be well with the hopeful elect because we the only ones that stood upon something and was willing to die for the Lord's sake, man.
And that,
All right?
We're not in the time to be ignorant, too.
Yeah.
So these guys that walk by, you can't even call yourself a man when we're getting ready to come into the worst times ever. You got these niggas walking around with their frappes and shit.
Yeah, come on.
But bro, that's the spirit of a complete bitch. Bro, do you understand what time it is? You know?
This ain't the time to be ignorant, man. Niggas is getting knocked out.
Yeah, and a lot of these the northern kids, a lot of these so-called Latino, you just totally sleep. You still out here wanting to be divided from your brother.
Yeah, come on.
That's
man.
why the nigga just got it. That's why he got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
I should run over there and laugh at his ass.
Yeah.
But a lot of these fucking, you so-called Mexicans, nothing towards the brothers, you're a bunch of fucking clowns.
Yeah, you are.
You're the biggest
You really
clowns.
are, man.
Even 10 years ago, you so-called Mexicans wasn't this clown-like.
The ICE, you know, ICE is ICE, they ain't got nothing to say against ICE. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing. But they still hate their brothers, the
Yeah.
Southern Kingdom, the
Can't
Negroes.
stand us.
You know?
Trying to get us fired from the jobs and all types of punk ass
Everywhere
shit,
you
man.
go, all fucking day. Goofy ass.
You know what I mean? So the Lord is clean, and the Lord is cleaning clocks right now, man. All right? Hey, remember that video I sent you? The Lord said, have your lamps ready.
Yeah.
You people, you're not going to have your lamps ready, man. Meaning that you ain't going to have no oil. And you know, I put it together in the spirit, having your lamp ready. The reason why the Lord said that is because it's a light. Like, so when you got a lamp, somebody can see you in the midst of darkness. So having your lamps ready is the Lord needs to be able to identify you in the midst of the darkness when he comes back. You know what I'm saying?
Spirit, really.
You know what I mean? Like you got that lamp in darkness and the Lord comes back, you're the only one with the lamp, you're the only one he sees. So that's why he said, have your lamps ready. You know what I mean? So that way I can see you, right, when I come back. Because when the Lord comes back, he ain't doing no talking.
Well, every day you
know?
go out, you're supposed to try to stay in the spirit the most you can so you don't get caught up in no sudden adversity, no sudden temptation that could take you out of here. Because we know about the wiles of the devil. We know this place is a snare. Sometimes you grow off, you know, you're more weaker than others. The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. But technically, you're supposed to be trying to stay in the spirit, man. We're in a time where your next move could be your last move, and we're gonna come into some dangerous times. So, trusting in the spirit, being spiritual minded, don't necessarily mean like brothers train MMA and shit, boxing and all that, but that ain't gonna save you. Really being trusting in the Lord, what He said, and that's what our people don't believe in. Oh no, I gotta lean on my own understanding. I gotta do it my way because you know, hey, the just shall walk by faith.
Right.
You know, so that's part of keeping your lamp is always being in the spirit, remembering that you're supposed to be spiritual minded. You know what? I know the Lord can deliver me out of this. These niggas on my job, I just started this job, man. They trying to get me out of here. Everybody, you know, what the Lord say though. I'm always make a way out. You know, they don't have no power over this job. Trust in me. It might be a lesson I want you. You know, there's so many situations, bro. And now these situations getting ready to increase to try our faith.
Yeah.
So all the way through, you're gonna have to be spiritual minded. You can't just, oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to find a way out by yourself, man.
That's what the ungodly gonna do, and they gonna pay for that. No, go ahead. That's the last verse right here. Go.
Ecclesiastes 8 in verse 13. But it shall not be well with them, Salakia. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh.
Yeah, you fear not before the Lord. So it's not going to go well with you people. Rebellion goes nowhere, man. All right, the Lord is getting ready to destroy the entire country of America based off of its rebellion alone, man. All right, so Lord willing, this was a edifying lesson. And we'll go ahead and wrap it up and give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, and Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, of Great Millstone once again. Till next time, Shalom.
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 When is